This is Karsa, KKWX. Karsa is my name, KKWX is my empire, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Opus Trust Issues with my friends in the NRT. And let's get to it. Shiv, where were we last, since this is your thing? You wanted to talk to...
Last week we finally got around to getting to the lab after fucking the rest of the shit up at the mining facility, and Shiv has proceeded to bluff his way into the place. And this is going to be amusing.
Alright.
Because I have all of the
you're
plans.
actually bluffing your way in. You're in the process of trying to bluff your way in.
Yeah, you're not totally in yet.
We're heading towards the sleeping quarters. That is in enough for me.
Hang on, I'm actually gonna back magic on this one. We got through the front door. That's in enough.
Oh, we are actually in. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are hiding
I
like
prostrate
the...
myself in apology.
Which reminds me, I should really get into Roll20. I have been distracted by not playing a Dynasty Warriors game.
And Ignis has front row seats to his success or imminent downfall.
And how do you have his front note? How do you have front row seats?
Because Ignis can cheat in espionage and just shapeshift. So he's taking the guise of generic guard.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically done the Wizard of Oz disguised as the guards thing.
So he's playing a guard, and he's taking you down to the sleeping quarters.
Like, Shiv has been given a file of the things that are going on. He's largely managed to bluff his way in, and they're heading towards the sleeping quarters. And honestly, the air so far is it. So, what did these guys haven't already succumbed to cabin fever and started eating each other?
Shiv actually got into the place through saying that he is the
New head of
replacement
R&D.
for Bad Kitty.
So
He's
not
the new head.
only has Shiv bluffed his way in by the skin of his fucking teeth, through hacking as well, he has been given a full status report of everything going on.
Or so he thinks.
Or so he hopes.
I only believe he's 73%.
Well, I mean, we do know the name of one security guard, Mick.
You do know Mick. You do know
Who is
about
basically the
Mick.
Neville. Who is basically the Neville Longbottom of the place.
Yes, the Muppet who has on his desktop super secret passwords do not open.txt.
Actually, yes, he was the one who was the Muppet that got you in. Now, Ignis, which would be next to him, would be heading that direction into the quarters. And he's dressed as one of them.
Generic guard 456.
Generic guard, not the head guard, but the generic guard. So he's in the green suits and looking like a guard.
That's how they haven't succumbed to cabin fever. They have a head guard.
They have a head guard. Oh
So-
my god! No!
Head guard is like head on, applied directly to the forehead.
Smack
they have
me
a
right
head
in
guard,
the
and I'm a
face.
bodyguard. Together, we form one fully functional guard.
Well, you see there,
Two
Riley.
halves of a whole idiot.
The thing about the head guard is, you don't apply them to your forehead. You apply it to their forehead.
All right, so
Yeah.
you two and Mick head into here.
Okay, that's where I thought we were going. Right, I have to actually click and drag shit.
No.
Because for whatever reason, the arrow keys do not work on this fucking map.
Yeah, because
No grid.
Ah,
No grid.
and with the grid, this map is almost unreadable.
It is
Probably.
readable.
Okay, so Carson, describe the sleeping quarters.
Well, one thing that you will notice is there's not enough beds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
They're sharing beds. They're sharing lockers. Well, they're not sharing lockers, but they are sharing beds. There's approximately a total of 5 beds and then a lock and 2 bathrooms for your case. The lockers were in the first room and in another room. But they are
Wow.
definitely not sharing beds.
I mean, they are probably sharing beds.
Well, I mean, they are sharing beds, yes. They are sharing beds. So, they're not sleeping all at once.
Um,
they're
places
sharing
big.
beds. They're just not sleeping together. So the relationship is complicated.
I was just typing out to Ignis and I'm like, they're probably on rotating schedules.
I mean,
Yes,
that
they are
I mean, in a facility
rotating
that big,
schedules.
in a facility this big, rotating schedules make sense.
Except they're all awake right now for some reason.
No,
I mean,
actually, yeah, no, actually, they're not all awake. These ones in here, besides Mick, are actually asleep. I need to put them in the right spot, but they're,
Sleep in the hallway.
yeah, well, that's what you get. Try to put them in the beds. I'm having a hard
This
time.
dude here is actually horizontal
In
with
the,
a very thin sheet over him.
thank you. So yeah, he's just, he's sleeping.
Yeah, Pip goes over to a random locker, opens it up. Do I find one set up for somebody to just sleep in standing up?
Oh,
It's
look,
a
you found your bed.
possibility.
They're not animals. You don't find one set up like that, but you do find one with a bunch of covers in the bottom of it and a small person lying there snoring, curled up like a cat.
Well, when I had originally planned this out, I planned on just looking around, just doing the whole tilted head thing. Is that a porn mattress? Porn mattress? Porn magazine under the mattress.
Yes. You are shown the rooms, and you're also being told that there is a time when you will be sleeping, and it's in rotations, and you need to decide now when you would like to sleep.
Well, I've only just got here. I don't need to sleep.
Are you sure about that?
I think what's being asked is, are you day shift or night shift?
What shift you want to be? Yeah. That said, you could lie and say you don't need to sleep. They'd probably believe you because you're filling in for Bad Kitty.
Oh, I don't need to sleep. I could easily manage on my own.
I see. Well, then I guess you don't need a bed.
Which means it's an extra one for one of you guys.
Very well. Now, yeah. So you are then shown the tour to the next part, which is up here. And what about? Yeah. So they see Ignis. Ignis, you have a regular guards, but they don't remember seeing you before. Give me a charisma roll.
Sure. When asked, Ignis will explain that he is specifically tied to his cards, not the overall facility.
So you don't sleep either.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
How did
And
you get a 0?
fail.
Oh, it didn't apply correctly.
Yeah,
That is a
doesn't roll the
9,
five.
which is a success.
Okay, it did.
Why are there 2 pluses in there?
Yeah, I noticed that
Because I
there.
fucked up.
Yeah, when you're applying a positive modifier, you just put the number.
I
It's
feel like we go
it's
over this at least
been a
once a
hot
week.
minute.
No.
We definitely do not go over this once a week. I do not make skill checks that often, unfortunately, and I had
Well, there's the
forgotten.
other situation. We play so many games, and we have so many different
Rules.
rules. So sometimes we cannot remember.
Yeah, it's this, Monster of the Week, Pathfinder. We've done Delta Green.
We like our games, okay?
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
yeah, that is a total of a 9 and is a success.
Alright, so they're going to show you where your locker is. So you're going to head this direction and then end up over here.
Yep, gotta click, drag. Over here, right?
Mm-hmm. And Mick is going with you, so.
Yes.
Also with that you will see there is you will see somebody who's in a different outfit. And he turns to look at you. Mick, explain. Who are these people?
Right, this outfit. How is he different?
If you could see that he is wearing a darker, almost orange yellow outfit.
He looks like the
hazmat
Factorio guy.
suit. Not quite, no.
He doesn't look like that, but he's a fight over guy.
But he is it is a modern look. Right
Okay,
there.
so the word you're looking for is hazmat.
Hazmat suit. Yes. He is wearing a hazmat
Oh,
suit.
He got tiny all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, I was just showing you guys what he looked like. And I did not show it on the other. Goodness me. Alright, so we're here. And as you can see, there is this gentleman who is wearing a hazmat suit of kind of a kind of yellowish orange or a deep yellow.
Wearing
And
an orange hazmat suit, I suppose everyone else is dressed in yellow hazmat suits.
oh, the other ones are dressed up in kind of a green, neon green,
Refer to it as highlighter yellow, but yeah.
or highlighter yellow, whichever you want to call it. It's still there. And they explain, may I have your credentials, please?
Shiv literally pulls up his credentials on the tablet again, hands them over.
And they will look at your credentials. You have made these credentials last time, and it worked out just fine. And this is a bodyguard?
Yep. Nobody's taken any chances after some recent events.
Like what?
I was pulled in because Blenjeel has said that her last met with a very unfortunate accident. I get the impression that she doesn't suffer failure well.
Never has. So, you are the new R&D?
R&D, yes.
Mhm. He is going to test you. And he starts asking you some questions about genetics.
In which case, I invoke the fact that would be mortal knowledge.
Yes, it would.
In which case, I know it.
But he still tests you. Alright, very well. As he is trying to test you about the different types of things on the different types of amino acids, and what the helixes mean. What is a helix? When there is a double helix, what does that mean? When there is a quadruple helix, what does that mean?
Shiv will list through all of them and even say, on the quadruple octohelix, you start getting a lot of genetic instability.
And then starts to ask you, what are the genes that are best used for adaptation?
Well, that depends on what you're trying to adapt to. That one's a loaded question.
You hear under his breath, God damn it.
Very well.
And
So-
humanity itself has yet to figure out the proper answer to that question. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep trying.
Right. Show them to their lockers, and you will will take you to the lockers. The lockers are over here.
This is a very big locker room. Or rather, the lockers are very big for a locker room.
They have a lot. They don't have bedroom space, but they do have locker space.
Yeah, the lockers literally double as bedrooms. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, every scientist in a facility is a nerd, therefore they always deserve to get shoved into a locker.
And
You know what
if you
the
say,
difference
do you
is
say
from
that out
bedroom?
loud? Do you seriously?
No! No! No, Mick would try, and then immediately end up in the locker.
Yeah. Mick will actually try.
And because of how unlucky Mick tends to be, he'd end up in the locker.
Consider this your initiation.
Ah, yes, the group hazing. What is this, a college?
So, do you try to
As-
do you allow him to push you in the locker?
No, he takes a step to the side and lets Mick fall into the locker, because he can't be surprised.
Damn it!
For effort, this isn't my first hazing.
He ends up in the locker, you end up out of the locker.
A for effort, but this isn't my first hazing. Nice try, though. I was a university man at one point.
But were you the nerd in charge of chemicals at MIT?
Nah, it's a different game.
You miss.
What's up?
He looks over and grumbles at the guy. and then he gets out of the
Yeah, I
locker.
imagine, because you're kind of just following along. Like, he looks at you like, you could have helped.
Yeah, could have helped with the initiation, damn it.
My duty doesn't lie in these petty games and tests. I'm here to do a job.
Oh, you're gonna be fun. Lots of fun.
Surprisingly, I hear that a lot.
I don't believe you.
Shiv arches an eyebrow.
I'm starting to
I just-
think that if anybody starts the cabin fever, it's gonna be you.
I'm honestly surprised more of you You all already sound bored as hell.
I mean, are they playing around with flesh-eating viruses?
I mean, they could be.
I mean,
They have a
we're not-
donkey in a cave who's smoking a ton of weed with a dog.
What?
All
you,
right.
Thank you.
References I don't get for 2000, Alex. Daily Double. Fuck!
Sadly,
Yeah, the Daily Double is what is the plotline of the film Cabin Fever.
I haven't seen it. Although I do know because the internet.
also, we've discussed this movie at least twice on stream.
Yeah.
I
Fair
don't.
So
Anyway,
it's literally how you find out what the director of the film looks like, because he is the junkie with the dog sitting in the cave.
sadly, you kind of frustrated them and made them think he's gonna be a fun one. Not.
Picture the other three of us sitting in that room, giggling like a bunch of children as we watch this all happening on the monitors.
You tried to stuff him in, it didn't work. Damn it.
I'm waiting to see if any of the guys in that one room clear out.
Which room?
The big one they
The
just
room
left.
of death.
Yeah.
Oh. No, they will not be clearing out just yet. Because that's the commons area. They're eating, they're doing stuff. Well,
Apparently not doing their fucking jobs.
no, they're eating.
Men's area. If you're there, you're probably on break.
You're probably on break. Maybe.
Like I've only ever personally
On
worked
break
in-
or lying about being on break.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Like I
considering
said,
the general
not doing their fucking job.
honestly considering the general mood, one of the first things being asked to Shiv when he said he was back his replacement is, when do we get to go home?
Anyway.
Morale is in the toilet. Honestly, not even in the toilet anymore. It's in the sewer.
Well, you just ruined their morale because they were gonna throw you in the locker. You decided, no, you're not going. I'm not going in the locker. You're going in the locker.
If
While
their
we're
entire-
touring the facility, do we see any like security infrastructure, like cameras?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
Every
They've already-
single hall has a camera.
they've already been.
Any signs of like automated defenses, like turrets or
Yes.
automated lockdowns?
Yes. In fact, you just walked through one.
Okay, but we've seen no indication of like a
That
security
would have locked
room
down.
yet.
That would have locked down. No, you have not seen a security room yet. Now, when you, Mick will then show you, and here is the area for medical, for the medic staff. And
Shiv looks around. This is a very small medical wing. What happens if more than 3 of you get hurt?
then we'll have to do triage somewhere else, probably in the beds.
I mean,
I don't
that's
know.
literally the point where he turns around and says, "Have I told you the definition of the word triage?"
Now, they avoid taking you here.
Well, yeah, because that's where the Pornhub mainframe is.
And they decide, alright, so now we're going to show you where you're going to be working.
What
Provided
about the room behind us?
you're not allowed in there, you have no clearance.
The head of R&D doesn't have clearance to the research lab.
I'm not talking about that one, I'm talking about this one over here.
Very well.
It was made mention that there was one place I was not to go.
Anyway, moving on. Now to
Yeah,
the
moving on.
R&D area. It will tell you to go this way. Mickey and the lead decide to head that direction. And tells his people, keep an eye on you.
Usually this jumpy.
You haven't been here.
Oh. And I'm assuming it's been a while since you guys have had any outside contact with the rest of the world. Or greater universe, I should say.
The last person to leave here was Bad Kitty. Now, Mick will head you into this room. Now, at this point in time, you're being sprayed by antiseptic and making sure that you do not flood it with germs.
Being disinfected.
And each of you are done that way. And then you walk through the door and you will see the R&D.
Ah, yes, great big lab.
And in the middle of Big Dave.
Now, we are told never to touch that red button there.
Convenient
This button.
for us.
Right here.
Shiv gets the noticeable eye twitch. What is it with people and big bases and always putting a big red button on their shit? Like, that is...
I get the feeling that's the point that the guy says, have you never heard of an incineration system?
Probably.
There's a reason
But it's one of those things
why-
where it's like, you don't put a big red button on something and then tell your entire crew not to touch it. Some idiot might accidentally touch it or accidentally trip onto it. Looks at Mick.
That's why I'm avoiding going near the button.
What is the purpose of the button? What does it do?
Should it be something that would, at a guess, considering how just generic it sounds? Release everything in the facility, which I imagine we really don't want to do just looking at that giant thing in containment.
With all due
It
respect,
would-
I'm not asking for assumptions.
It
It's
will-
clearly there for some form of emergency. What emergency is it to be pressed on?
It will release Big Dave.
Very well.
It's an interesting name for that thing. I would have called it Mickey.
Well, no. Mickey is the one giving us the tour.
Yeah, Mickey.
Know your
looks
bad
at you,
name.
he's
Come on now.
Did you just insult?
Okay, so
No,
Mick
that-
needs to roll a saving throw for intentional violence towards him.
I'm too serious. I get lectured. I make a joke. I get lectured. There really is no winning with these people.
Well, where's your sense of humor?
Lost it a long time ago. Anyway, moving on. There are people who are
Maybe
working.
you should go buy one.
There are people who are working on small computers in the area, and you see there are 4 people here currently in the R&D in the area, and they're working on these computers and trying to figuring out what genetics parts should they splice and whatnot. And they all look at you. What do you say? Or do
I say, keep doing your work. I'm just looking over your shoulder.
Who are you?
Your new boss.
And your name is Boss.
Well, my name is definitely not Boss. My name is Shiv. I know, it's a weird name.
Shiv.
Shiv. I've been told it should be pronounced Kiv and Kiev, just based on how it's spelt. But I've always called myself Shiv, because it sounds funnier.
Where are you from?
Oh, And he just pulls out the name of a random planet that's civilized. Because I can't remember all of the planets in your fucking empire, Karsa.
There's 20 names you could have chose from.
Yeah, well, the only ones I remember off the top of my head are the city of Opus and the planets of New Terra and Terra.
There's also Amphilet, which is where most of... Never mind.
You forgot about New Texas.
Andromeda,
New Texas.
Draco,
New
named a
Texas.
planet
3.
Wait. They named a planet after a galaxy?
Yeah.
I was immediately thinking that.
Yes.
That's a bit of a backwards
It's actually
name,
not a
isn't it?
planet. It's a space station.
Okay, same question, but replace planet with space station.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
Alright.
you?
I mean,
Never
New York,
going there.
New York happened.
He's got a point.
I don't care. I'm never going there.
Oh, pretty good.
It's too Dutch and also too York.
Well, it's actually where the Emperor said that he might meet you at. Who?
Well, he's gonna have to pick a new spot.
Because now he hates it.
Yeah, we're not exactly going to be traveling to New York.
No, it's... You know what? No, I'm not going there.
Anyway.
Alright,
You can go there, just no one else is.
now that we're on this section of the map, Carson, I have a somewhat pressing question.
Mhm.
The white labels are yours, correct?
No, they're
No,
Dev's.
Carson did
No.
not write any of the
No, no,
labels on these maps.
Just ignore the labels.
No, somebody
Okay.
else did it.
Just completely ignore all of the labels.
It was a
Well,
mix
he
of...
called it Big Dave, so I was very confused.
To be fair, Big Dave was not my name. That name did come up last session. I made that note specifying, because it was stated that this is an Emperor's thing, as opposed to one of their things.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's what that is. The genital labs to the north is the genetic lab. The room of death is the room of death, and the plant room of doom is the hydroponics. The power tower is self-explanatory, and the prawn hub mainframe that's very important. Well, that's the very important security mainframe.
Yeah.
That you're not allowed to go to. That Shiv is never allowed to go through there. Because he doesn't have clearance. Anyway.
Yes, it turns out.
Consider
he should have
these
bullshit
bad
and
kids
said
with-
that Ignis was the new head of security.
That's
And
fine.
then they could have got in there.
I very
Don't
pointedly
wanna
want to
be
take a
head of
role that would
security.
not take the spotlight away from Shiv, because this is Shiv's thing. He wanted to do this.
If he would have been head of security, that would have been different. But he's not. He is.
Yeah, but it's funny because it comes with an implication that because Shiv has gotten away with being Bad Kitty's replacement, there is shit that even Blenjeel didn't trust Bad Kitty with.
Yes.
Which makes sense.
Well, I mean, come on. Fucking, you turn up to do like a serious thing with the name Bad Kitty, no one's taking you serious.
Anyway. So they show you around the lab. The 4 people are working, and they're asking you questions. So you're our boss. Your name is Shiv. You have a last name?
Yep, Necru.
Net.
Necru.
Oh, okay. Alright, Mr. Necro.
Please tell me you didn't think my name was spelled Nehkrue or something like that. 'Cause I've gotten that before.
No. And they're so pan-based, it isn't funny.
Yeah, well, Shiv is now looking at the genetic code on the screen.
They're about to...
What are they?
They're working on using the thing material to mismatch with all the other creatures that they are working with. Like currently they are working with what looks like, well, you can go into the next room and you'll find out.
Yeah. Because, like, Shiv has seen a lot of DNA profiles since starting this adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is this just one room? Are there, like, doors?
There's doors. There are two
Okay.
doors. There's a door here. There's a door here. Where this thing is in the center.
Yeah. That.
When you get over here, though, this area right here, that looks like a landing pad, it actually is a floor. However, underneath it, there is a way into the lab that doesn't require you to go from the other way. This is where a sub could go underneath.
Didn't know. Shiv will go into this area and I see the. God damn it! I forgot what these pod people were called.
Thralls.
Thralls. Thank you. I see a thrall. I see a. They were calling these things Tharks, right?
Mm-hmm.
See a.
No, that's what we were calling them. You have no idea what they're calling them.
They're actually just giving them numbers.
See one of the sea
SX
goblin thingies.
122. They're numbered. They're not actually with names. So, and you see.
So are these like Batka tanks?
Yes.
Back to.
Well,
back
we're not
to,
gonna
how the
call.
fuck
We're
is
not
this
gonna call
pronounced?
medical tanks.
Yeah, that thing.
They're medical tanks.
I only have like one frame of reference, Carsa.
Don't get second one.
Rejuvenation pods.
And there is one human in here that is in a pod.
Shiv will look specifically at the human. So, what's their designation according to the little chart?
They're just called human.
Ah. Interesting. And I'm assuming that, like, they've all got various tubes connected to them in these,
Yep.
things. Like, this is where the material is being pulled from.
Yes. The next sea would be here. There'd be a shark in the area. There are definitely laser sharks in this area.
At
And
least you guys are working in a room with a view.
well, that is the one thing we wanted to have, was a view.
So going around the room, as it were, we have human, Selkie, I think is what you called them, correct?
I called him a Nyx, you called him a Selkie.
A Nyx, okay. This is one of the pitchfork-like sea miners that Cormac and Ignis saved, correct?
Goblin. Sea goblin.
Sea goblins, okay. We got the Shark Thane, we have a Thrall, and what was this one again?
Those lizard things said Shiv
That
bash
is
ahead and
actually a
loved ones.
Mixism.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can in fact not zoom in.
So
any
wait. What I'm
closer.
hearing is the Thralls mixes them, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a Thrall,
No,
there's a Mixism, there is
yeah.
a human.
Mm,
It is a
Stand
Mixism.
by. You'll get your chance.
Quite an
And then
interesting
it's
bunch
just
of
like
you guys.
there's Mick and then two people working in this room.
There are two in this room. One that is, this one here is not one of them. It is actually
Yeah,
a
we got
human.
this guy, and this guy, though. And I assume one of them is Mick.
This is Mick.
But
Yeah, that's Mick. Mick was going in the room because he's supposed to share. I keep putting it right on where you're putting him. But there's only one human in that room. The other two that are there, well, one human in the medical tank, and then the other two are just keeping an eye on the vitals.
Fair enough. Shiv will come back out, look at the DNA, and just look at it for a minute as they scroll through their options.
There are a lot of options. Just right now and here, there are these options.
Yes. Now, Cursa, I'm going to ask you a question.
Hmm?
Of the DNA that they are scrolling through, are there any plant genes noticed in it?
Yes.
Okay. Have you guys tried splicing one of those giant things with a plant? He says, looking over at the thing.
And they look at you and say, "Not here."
Which implies that you've done it someplace else.
Well, if you were actually the head of R&D, you would know that.
Looks at his security guy. If you say what you said the last time, I am going to hurt you. AKA Ignis.
No? And what pray tell was that? Because I don't remember.
What you get when you mix plant with a thing.
A plane! Just one of the researchers in the corner.
Would it cause you pain if I were to say it?
Shiv picks up a pen and hucks it at him.
He just catches it and places it down on a desk next to him.
You're lucky I didn't have anything heavier. And that would be a waste of a tablet if I threw that at you.
So did you ever meet Bad Kitty?
In passing. It was very quick passing.
Oh.
Yeah, her passing your HP threshold to 0.
She seemed pleasant.
I enjoyed my only meeting with her. Only saw her once, but it was quite a fun one.
She seemed pleasant socially.
Are we talking about the same Bad Kitty?
Well, actually, she is pleasant in conversation. Well, was.
Alright. So, since you are the boss, what are your plans for us?
First things first, get morale up, because you guys seem to be very, very depressed.
And how are you going to get our morale up?
Well, honestly, I haven't thought that far in advance yet. I was told morale was in the shitter, but I didn't know what state you guys were in.
Well, you stay around here for a couple of weeks and tell us that. I mean, we've been here for months. Some of us a couple of years.
And you haven't gotten shore leave.
What fucking shore?
Shore leave?
Alright, I will be random scientist in the corner.
That's fine. Go for it.
Yeah, shore leave, as in like a vacation, a break.
Do you know who we work for?
Yes.
The other guy in the corner. Wait, we get breaks?
When do we...
Apparently, if you have a title, you do.
The bodyguard to Mr. Necru. I'm not sure if that's conducive to meeting our deadlines.
It's not. But a happy workforce is an efficient workforce most of the time.
Uh-huh.
Okay, where's your guys' kitchen?
If you went from the beginning, you would notice the commons area.
You
Right.
literally walked right past it.
Right.
Nick looks
Did I
at
see
you.
a stove?
You
Did I see a
shook.
stove there?
Yes, you did.
Okay, when is the last time you guys actually cooked something that wasn't like gruel or whatever?
No.
What? No cooking?
Bro, we got nutrient paste. What the fuck are you talking about?
We have only nutrient paste because it's the cheapest thing out there. Because, yeah, no, Blenjeel's a cheapskate.
It's not exactly easy to do supply runs out here, so that makes sense.
We're on another planet. There's a finance manager laughing his ass off as he gets to put in a negative cost for this facility. Like, no.
Let's go,
We
we're
keep
making
the place
money.
running. Yeah,
No,
we have this
Blenjeel would
place
be your
run
own
permanently.
finance manager because there's no way she's reporting this place on her tax returns. Then people would know where she is.
You still need to keep books so you know your inflow and outflow of cash. So you
Yeah,
know whether
exactly.
it's worth abandoning.
Yeah. So you have someone there, and they're just laughing because this place, with all its costs, is still turning a profit because they are so cheap on the NutriPaste.
Okay, so none of you guys have thought to go out, go out through like the airlock, catch some fish.
Dude, we're scientists.
You know what? Good point. None of you had hobbies before you signed on to this project?
Yeah, that's how I got signed on as a scientist.
Did we both right here on the same submarine? Did you see the fish that we passed by on our way here? They're not exactly normal fish that you'd find in Terra.
I mean, they're not
So
exactly normal
so
fish.
you're from Terra?
He is, yes.
I did not say that, and that is confidential information.
What is
But
not
should-
confident?
But Shiv will look at all the... Honestly, the fish around here aren't normal for most planets. Considering that those sharks look like they have the lasers literally grafted onto them.
I was
They
just saying, like,
did.
what person here would you trust in with a hazmat suit and a harpoon to go fishing? The answer is none of them. No offense, Mac.
We have harpoons.
We do
Like,
have
she's patting her like, "Nah,
we
mate,
do
don't take it."
have harpoons. You know this, John.
No. You have harpoons.
We have to have harpoons for the sharks.
Shiv
Don't
turns
let-
to the guy. Are you not allowed to touch the weaponry?
If I was asking these questions, I really think I could, or am, are, whatever.
You know, fair point.
Sound like you need more coffee. You're a bit out of it.
Sound like I need to not be in this fucking place anymore.
And
Sounds like we need to make more coffee.
Coffee does not solve everything.
the head
Yes, it
foreman
does.
shows up. I'm hearing disgrunts. That could be a
Yeah.
dock in your pay.
I am a nuclear physicist, not a fucking geneticist. Why am I here dealing with genetics?
You tell me how. You're the one who chose this
No,
position.
Nope, I got assigned here. Do I look like I work at HR?
Take it up with the next. She should.
No.
There should be.
Taking it up with the next. I am. He's right there. His name's Chiv or Kiv or Chevy Chase or whatever.
It's true. There is a. If you really want to leave, you did bring a sub, right?
Well,
Looks over his
what did you
ship.
think I did? What did you think I did? Launch myself at the planet?
If you really want to leave, you could take the next sub back. I'm sure that the driver is still there.
I haven't heard anybody leave, have we?
Perfect. John's gonna get to leave, go to the sub, immediately gets chokeholded by Cormac, Riley, and Ryden.
One less.
Yeah, he comes walking over. It's like, quick, everyone hide. As soon as he walks in and the door closes, we all jump him because he inadvertently walked into the murder closet.
Did not even know that they did.
I'm suddenly having.
This will look over to Mick, though. Does that conclude the tour, or is there anywhere else in the facility that you need to show us?
I'm assuming Mick just checked out because,
Oh, I'm
Poor
sorry.
guy.
I'm sorry. I spaced. Sorry.
yeah, that sounds about right.
There is one
Good old
more
Nick.
place I need to show you, and that
Good
is the
old Nick.
hydroponics.
So we do have a garden.
That's the only food we have, and we're still
But-
working on making it into nutrient based so it can last us longer. So,
What are you guys using for fertilizer?
Uh,
your feces.
Sounds about right.
Only yours. Specifically only yours. Because you're so full of shit.
it's weird if you use your own, so you gotta use someone else's.
That's sad. That's really awful.
You're the one that started it.
I mean, the most horrible time trying to get this to... Okay, there we go. So Mick will head back over to where the room of death. And two have left, heading to their beds. Ooh, the beds. Do you have the clearance to this room?
Shiv holds up his tablet. I don't know. You tell me.
Not everybody does. That's why I'm asking. The head comes up. One of the heads come over to you.
Why wouldn't Bad Kitty have access to the hydroponics?
She would, but I don't have the clearance to it.
Well, Shiv will just type in a code and open the door.
Do you know what the code is?
Presumably, but
Well, I mean, the code is presumably.
I mean,
now I actually need to go look at a, because I'm assuming this is just a regular 9-digit PIN pad, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 9,
Well,
5, 6, 7, 8.
It is not the same number as the other guy's number. So, it is a different number for clearance.
Yeah, it's just replacing the 9 with a 4.
Actually, why don't you do me a favor?
Intelligence.
Yes.
Alright, I have to open my character sheet.
can I at least be nice and assist?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like this is something that would be like sensible.
Mhm.
You know, any time he's going along this stuff, I would still be attempting to, like, you know, take over security in that without
Without
rubbing
causing
up against
alarm.
the divine stuff.
Yeah.
And potentially looking for, has anyone left a text file sitting around that I can access? Would you like?
Well, it's a
any
case where it's
kind of
like-
role?
If he has clearance, then he needs to be given these codes. He shouldn't be expected to just know them off bat. So if you don't have clearance, direct us to someone who does, and they can show us the rest of the facility in your stead.
I mean, that's also fair. We were just kind of sent here with a brief of, Bad Kitty's out, I'm in.
I see. The head lead comes over. You should know your clearance code, though.
One sec. And my browser's frozen.
Yeah, all
Take
I'm asking
5.
you to do is an intelligence. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to do this is because if you're actually the head of R&D and whatnot, you would have the code to this that not everybody has. Because possibly Blenjeel herself gave you that code.
Make the argument that she was on, that everybody knew she was on a rush out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So these clearance codes aren't managed in-house. Blenjeel gave them to you, and they just never changed ever since. That sounds like a massive security risk, does it not?
Oh, no, there are others who are able to do it, but the fact is, if you were given the code, this is your test.
Well, how is Dobbs' assist gonna work?
I have a possible solution for this idea. Would our combined ability to hack the shit out of anything we're within a mile of, would we be able to potentially insert a false code, basically hack into the system and put one in that's Shiv, totally not made up surname, passcode 1234, she's gone from suck to blow.
I mean, I literally have a power for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do too.
Yeah, it's called Edit Warrior.
You probably do.
I mean, to be fair, if I had the lexicon document right now, I'm pretty sure I could miracle a thing that allows me to do that. And I know he definitely does.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
literally called Edit Warrior.
So,
Like,
that's my point. I don't know what it's called for mine.
alright, so it is Edit Warrior action. You commit an effort for scene to rewrite any data of the file held in 1 mile. And if desired, okay. You commit effort for the day to make the edits. If
it's
within a
farther
mile.
away than a mile. So
Alright,
it's still commit effort for the day because I got to miracle this.
yeah,
But you know what? I'll
Alright.
do that instead.
that's fine. We'll
just
go with that.
punch.
So you are able to walk through. Now the thing about this is you get a sense that they are testing you. And that they
the
know
door open.
more than you want them to know. They know that somebody's been messing around. They also know that possibly one of you could be possibly a shapeshifter. And which is why you're not feeling that, oh, thank you, I'm so thankful that you're here kind of thing. They're not sure. They have gotten no message at all from Blenjeel say that there was going to be a new R&D. So they're not sure.
They also don't know that most of their communications networks have been cut, then, I assume.
They also do not know that. So the fact is that you coming here, say you're the head of R&D, Blenjeel has not told them anything, and you said you didn't have the password to this room.
Proceeded to open the door anyway.
And proceeded to open the door anyway. That takes them off of alert, and they're like, oh, so you are one of hers.
You know, you guys really need to grow a sense of humor. But
Nope. I'm sorry, but it's been too long. Very long.
So what you're saying is he looks over at the garden. Unlike those plants, your sense of humor has withered and died.
Probably about 3-4 months ago. Yeah. If you bring life into this, I'll be surprised.
Well, Shiv will go and look at the hydroponics.
Hydroponics are an interesting set of plants. Some of these plants are kind of carnivores.
So I see an Audrey 2 in here somewhere. Got it.
Yeah, there is a carnivore in here. You might not want to get too close to that plant.
I
One
don't.
more.
Ah, the one movie Ignis has seen.
I've seen more than one movie.
Now, when you get in there, you do see a computer, and it is the computer that is set for the hydroponics. One, like what I said, there is one plant that is a carnivore. The rest of them are actually food. That they're working on towards getting a sustainable amount of food that they can stop and, actually eat normal food.
Curiosity, Cursa. What does the atmosphere of the room, the hydroponics, actually feel like?
You're in a tropical rainstorm. Or rainforest.
So it is, in fact, understandably muggy.
Very
Good.
muggy.
Well, I'm gonna go and look at the computer data. I'm assuming it's just giving, like, vitals of all of the plants.
Yes.
Interesting. No, if you lowered the temperature by about 2 degrees, you'd probably increase the output.
Interesting. And how did you go about that?
How would you go about lowering it?
No. How did you come with that idea?
I've worked in hydroponics before. Like I said, hobbies, not just, I'm gonna go and chuck a bunch of genetics in a blender and see what comes out. Recreational activity is good to have as well.
So this is something.
Not that kind of recreational activity. He looks at his bodyguard.
Just another scientist. Wait, we can have hobbies?
I'm just picturing one of the scientists being like, yeah, we take some DNA, we dump it in this, not in a kinky way. That's how we do genetics. What part of this are you not understanding? That is our hobby.
No, that's a
My hobby
career
is
choice.
dumping my genetics into things. And
This hobby
unfortunately
sucks.
non-kinky ways.
Shiv will
They're
just kind
following
of
us
laugh.
anyway, out of curiosity?
Mick went through.
He was told to give us the tour.
He gives you the tour.
Alright. But,
Like, his thing is he's not allowed to be around unattended because people do not like him for how much of a...
Security issue he is.
Yeah.
If you haven't realized, poor Mick is kind of, yes, he's giving you a tour because they don't want to give you a tour, but at the same time, he is the most klutziest person.
Yeah, Shiv will literally whip around and pull him away from the fucking carnivorous plant because it's getting a little bit close to him.
Oh my god, you're gonna save him? I thought you would
Yes.
let him die.
No, because that might be good for employee morale, but we'd still have to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
so what's the social hierarchy like here? Obviously, you're not in charge. Is it the ones in the orange suits?
Yes,
Yeah.
Alright.
they're the heads. And
Yeah,
they,
orange is head of the department, Sonic Yellow is everybody else.
well,
as
now
it
that
were.
you've proven yourself being able to come through here, because obviously we had to do a test to make sure, because we've had some problems lately. Mick keeps going on. We've heard
Problems?
Yes, we've heard a lot of the mines have been destroyed by a group. We do know that there is one of them that can shapeshift.
Interesting. Yeah, their genetics, if we could
Would
get a
like
hold of
to
them, might be helpful.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could find them, and then we could possibly take their DNA and see what we can do with it.
Now I have to wonder what happens if you put a shapeshifter DNA into something like
A plant?
Something like a... Yeah, that too, actually. That would be interesting.
Because then a plant could be shapeshifted and then could walk around like a normal person until it's ready to strike, and then it could become a plant.
I mean,
killing the person totally doesn't mean the combat type of strike.
Well, if you ever meet this supposed shapeshifter, I'm sure you can ask him and see if he'll agree to your experiments. For some reason, I doubt it, though.
I mean, shapeshifters aren't exactly in the habit of going around in public saying, "Hi, I'm a shapeshifter."
The closest thing we have to a shapeshifter cell DNA is that thrall that's in there. We know that their organs can be changed into whoever needs them.
Yeah, they're pod people that are infinitely adaptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just fabricated. They're just backup parts made in a test tube.
Anyway, if you want to know what I am, I'm a janitor of this place. So it's kind of like, yeah,
You know, that fits you, because you've got to clean up your own messes.
yeah. They always are joking around with me. Then I have to do this and that and whatever, that's fine.
I mean, that's not joking around. If you're a janitor, it's technically your job. I can understand why they don't give you clearance to here, because if you got eaten by that carnivorous plant like almost happened, they would have to clean up the mess, because they wouldn't have you to do it.
Janitorial duties aside, what does the room to our north lead to? The other branch in the hallway?
Oh, the power tower?
So,
You guys have
generators, I
named
take it?
You guys have named your reactor the power tower.
Well, it is where the power is made.
But is it a
that
tower
on
that
the tour?
stretches up to the surface like the Tower of Babel?
It's another one
legend.
of those places that the R&D would not be going to.
Very well.
Anyway, that concludes our tour of where you're allowed to go and where you're not allowed to go. Any questions? I'll get back to taking care of the messes.
Only a lot of concerns.
What?
I've literally been voicing my concerns the entire time. If you haven't picked up on them, there's no hope for you. He says, actually going to the computer and see
you
if you
mean
can
because we
change-
have the carnivorous plant, and because of the fact that we kind of lost our mojo here?
I mean, I can't say I blame you if you guys have been here for like 6 months without any human contact whatsoever. Or inhuman contacts. Well, I suppose you can play.
We have our cells. It's just we have to. Well, there are clicks. Let's put it that way.
So what you're saying is you guys have basically divided yourself between true nerds, jock nerds. Somewhere around here there's a group that's like a bunch of teenage girls who are the head honchos. They're all blonde and walk in unison.
Mike just looks at you and goes, "How do you know what the power group are like?"
I said this before. I was a university man.
Well, if I may be so bold as to interrupt. Shiv, I do believe we have people waiting on us. What would you like to do next?
I
Yeah.
suppose see if there's anybody else who would like to make a statement or something about the new leadership.
Well, there are some people who would not mind leaving because they've been here so long. But how many people can fit in that sub?
Shiv actually does some quick mental arithmetic. Well, me and my buddy here were just fine, plus the pilot.
So 3?
So you could probably stretch it to 4, maybe 5.
Hmm. Well, John decided to leave.
Yep. He's probably waiting for some of y'all. I'm sure there are other people that would just jump at the chance.
I
Perhaps
might.
people are just allowed to leave their posts.
It's
If you were assigned here, I reckon people would have to stay here.
well, yeah. Unless we have somebody who can take their place, it's really not allowed.
Shiv will actually go back to the computer and actually make the adjustments on the hydroponics.
You gotta kill all the plants in the room.
No, he actually is going to increase their productivity.
Well, you'd be alright here on your own for a few minutes, Shiv.
Oh well.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to that foreman real quick and ask him about people abandoning their post.
You do that. He gives him like the code to get out.
Do you need me here?
I suppose not.
Fine, I'll
As
go
Shiv
back to-
suddenly, as Shiv just adjusts the plants into their Goldilocks zone.
So he goes back to cleaning the floors. All right, boss. I told him. Showed them around. It's all good. They didn't see the 2 places, as you probably as I was told. Can I go back to sleep now? Oh, one question. They keep asking about people leaving. I think the bodyguard wants to know something. And
Yes, I'm fully capable of speaking for myself.
Okay.
As
I'm going
they
back
just
to
look at
sleep.
the foreman. I want to know your facility's policy on people abandoning their post. One of the scientists boarded our sub with the intent to leave. Is he allowed to just do that?
Well, he's been waiting to be off for a while. What? He's been waiting for the sub to show up for a while. He's kind of thought that he wasn't going to be able to get off, so he actually does have the reason to
Just getting
leave
clearance?
and clearance
Or permission,
to
rather?
leave. Permission to leave. Now, for
Very well.
the rest
I'm now
of
getting I am now getting a mental image of that guy actually being one of Clan Solari's proper cultists, who was literally just thrown here by Blenjeel as like a punishment or something.
No, he's
Maybe,
actually
who
been
knows?
here for 3 years.
You never said he wasn't in Clan Solari, though.
No, I did not.
Ryan might be taking that nuclear physicist.
So, which nuclear physicist?
The one we knocked out.
Oh yeah, that's John.
Yeah,
the guy who tried to
Ryan might be
leave.
taking John.
Yeah, John's been here for 3 years. It's time for him to go anyway. So if there's a sub that is being available and taking people, I can give you a list of a couple more that could go. But I don't know if your driver is staying or not.
Probably not, but very well. It's not exactly my point to ask. You'll have to talk to Shiv about it when he gets out of the hydroponics lab.
Mhm.
But, while I'm talking to this guy, do I get the vibe that is he a lesser foe or no? Or worthy foe?
You find he's a worthy foe.
Fair enough.
You find that most of the others that are in the room are not.
So far, I've seen 2 of the orange hazmat suits. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So. Now you hear a little bit of some laughter coming from the table over there. As the foreman says, you need to get back to work. And they pick up their stuff and start to head to where they need to go. And, yeah.
Well, if anybody comes to the hydroponics lab, they would find now everything but the carnivorous plant completely thriving.
I mean,
The
temperature
carnivorous plant
shifts don't have that
exists.
passive an effect. I'm sorry to inform you.
Can I not, like, minor miracle out? Just, like, they go ahead 3 days?
You want to spend my effort on it?
Fair enough. Because I believe I am down to 2.
So what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Just readjusting everything.
Okay, so you're readjusting everything for the hydroponics, and it's not it is not set up to work with everything else. So if you're thinking you're gonna get to another computer that's in it is not. It has its own computer, and the computer.
Yeah,
works
that makes sense, because it would be very, very dumb if for whatever reason the power went out, and then suddenly everything got wiped in the hydroponics data.
And because it's so muggy, obviously there's nobody that stays in there. Because it's
Which means
hot.
anybody walking past would see Shiv and be like, how the fuck is he doing that?
He's got to have some constitution if he's going to be in there that long.
Dude, you'd be wearing a fucking suit. Like, people can survive in hot locations that are also very humid.
Yes.
You do know that South America is a thing that exists. Also, Asia.
Yes, I know this.
No,
Also
I'm telling
Brazil.
you. Yeah, I mean, this is that point. If it was difficult to live where it is hot
Wait,
and
no,
wet,
hold on.
the entire
back.
southern hemisphere would be desolate.
No, step back. Nav, you said South America, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
And then Shiv, you just said Brazil, right?
yes.
Where's Brazil?
In South America.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm done. Continue on.
Alright.
Well, you've been in that place for like
Ow.
maybe 5 minutes.
Well,
Yeah, so
is there anything else you need, sir? And he's looking over at Ignis.
Actually, as Ignis is looking at it, he's going to ask a question, but while asking the question, he's going to activate a gift called Whispers of the Worm.
oh, we haven't seen that one in a while.
Okay. What does this gift do?
Your words and gaze combine to induce a hypnotic sort of acquiescence in your prey. By committing effort for the scene and targeting a creature who is looking at you, you may temporarily take control of their will. Lesser foes get no save, while worthy ones can resist with a spirit save versus spirit. Affected victims will perform any act you command that does not threaten their own lives or those of their loved ones. Worthy foes can shake it off after the scene ends, but lesser foes remain subject to you until they have been entirely separated from your voice and presence for 1 month. So go ahead and roll your spirit saving throw.
Alright, I will.
As Ignis is asking in a pretty innocuous fashion. Obviously, Shiv's permissions restrict him from places where R&D are not expected to go. I'm curious that is my clearance tied to him, or am I tied to the rest of the security detail while I'm at the facility?
And this is what you're
I believe
trying to get from him. Alright, rolling the save. Okay, you succeed. What are you... So, if you have security clearance, then you'll be working with the security had. Which, by
In
the
that
way,
case,
yes.
in that case, I believe that you should probably take me to the areas that Shiv is not allowed to be in, and finish up my own personal tour.
Of course. And then you are allowed into the computer area. So, do you follow?
Yeah. Which way did he go? I lost track of him. You moved him very far? Up to top right.
Yeah. When you get to, when you get to here, there is a code put in, different from all the other codes. And I said, alright, so when we go through here, you're going to be dealing with, again, another examination area. The computer that you will see is the computer that works with all of the area on the planet.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
The computer you see after you go through the decontamination area and that opens up. The computer that you see there, the information is focused on like for a satellite that is letting them see all of the areas on the planet.
Okay, so it lets them monitor other like mining labs, so they might have actually seen the attacks, potentially.
Why do you think they know that one of you is a shapeshifter?
Yeah, they dropped the info that they know about it already.
Yeah, makes sense.
But so as soon as Mr. Orange Suit leaves that room,
Mm-hmm.
Carson turned to Riley and Riley. Well, it's time for us to get to work. Beep whoop. Beep whoop.
You see a guy there who's looking
And
at and
we sneak in. We put him in chokehold.
okay.
Time for you to go to sleep.
You're just gonna strangle him.
Yep.
Just sleep.
And you did make it. And they did make arguments for this last week.
Yep. Time for you to go to sleep.
You know what,
Question,
I'll
if
do
I
it.
may.
Mm.
In terms of this like contamination breach, do I get the impression that this room that I'm currently in is soundproofed?
Yes.
Alright. Because I like to imagine that's like, as we enter the room, we actually see like Cormac on a security feed for a brief moment.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
probably
go
don't. Riley has control of the security systems.
What did I
Oh,
completely
does she have complete control over them?
The cameras at a minimum.
What did I completely miss? I had to go do something real quick.
We've entered Metal Gear.
I actually have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Carson, how much control do I have? Because if I have the ability to, effectively, I would like to basically freeze the security.
You could probably freeze the security in here and in here and in here. You cannot in here or here. You probably could in here and if I can
Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it's like the awkward thing about trying to like quote unquote freeze the security is like you have to do it in such a way that people don't notice incongruencies.
yeah.
These 4 people know that there's 2 fuckwads going on a tour of the facility, so if they're not on that security feed, it's going to be awkward.
Yeah, they're watching.
I'm not talking about freezing the video.
Mm-hmm. What are you
He's talking about playing a loop, I think.
No, I'm talking about in terms of like any kind of security alert being. You can mash the button all you want, it won't do a damn thing.
Oh, you could do that. Or you
So-
could try to do that. Yeah. But that would be a divine roll.
I mean, we've been hacking the facility since we got in, Carson.
Yeah, you have. So you've got a good portion
I
of.
mean,
There's only
Yeah,
like
and
really two
be fair.
places that you don't have enough information to do that with.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, in terms of that ship, we do have the ability up to Divine. Like,
Correct.
Divine does stop us. That's when we do actually have to specifically ace rolls.
Yeah. So in this room, yeah, you have
And
you don't even have to
I-
make a roll. You can do it.
I did also call out that I didn't want to do that initially because, like, obviously, if I try and hack the security all over the place and I fail a roll, it sets off the alarm and completely screws everything.
But the four guys are watching Shiv and watching where Ignis heads and watching this door here. So they would have noticed you probably unless they were distracted.
I mean, somebody did just enter the room as soon as they walked out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's also a case where it's like, I mean, here's the thing. Once that door closes, Ignis is murdering everyone in this room. Well, aside from the person under his hypnotic control. So it can play out where it's like, as Ignis walks in, Cormac shows up on the feed. They go to try to press the button. It doesn't work. And one like tries to plot a walkie-talkie. Ignis just incinerates them all.
Okay.
Because he's literally just put the guy in his thrall with he's not going to take any actions.
Alright. Well, I know exactly how much damage you could do to one.
I mean, if they're lesser foes, they're just dead. Breath of Death one-shots them all.
Yeah, they'd be dead.
I guess I'll roll. I could get a really unlucky roll, actually.
Yeah.
So... we got an average roll.
That would be a 1.
That's 4.
It's 4.
It's 4, so if they're lesser foes, then they're dead. Let me commit this effort correctly.
They're gone. They're gone.
So you now have free reign of security. Congrats.
And then, upon doing so, Ignis will contact Riley and let him know that he has access to. He's in sole control of the security room.
Now the question is the head the one who was in that took you there? Would they be affected by this at all?
No, I am not harming them, and I am not giving him suicidal commands. I'm just telling them to not interfere and to stay put at this point.
Okay.
In short, he just made himself a very loyal minion.
For the scene. After everything's settled, he will break out of the control, but by that point it'll be too late. He'll be by himself with facing down a pantheon of Godbound. And we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Alright, so in the meantime, we've had basically the mainframe is destroyed.
No, just the security people in there. He hasn't destroyed the mainframe itself.
Yes, but Cormac in Riley and Raiden. Okay. So you've got a hold of one of them and you're choke holding them?
Yep, they're just getting KO'd. There are no questions, there's no interrogation. It's just go to sleep.
Alright, sleepy sleep. Let's see if I can
Sleep and stay that way.
I mean, then they take zip ties that Riley has and tie them to the bed. Well, not to the bed, just zip tie them.
Kinky.
We'll go slow.
But we've been watching stuff on the security. We know how shit these guys have had it. I mean, in my case, I will just chokehold the dude, knock him out, and then dunk him on the bed, zip tie the one hand to the bed on one side of the headboard frame, the other hand on the other side, just so that they get paranoid when they wake up. Completely missing the fact that they could easily just slide along the thing with both hands on one side.
I pretty much had it shitty for the last couple of years.
Hey, question, Karsa.
Yeah.
Is there a door right here?
Yes. There is.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking?
Mhm.
Oh god, he's gonna kill Mick. Oh no.
No, I'm not gonna kill him. I mean, that did cross my mind, but I'm not gonna kill him.
Poor Mick could actually possibly be on your side. You don't know.
Sleepy gas.
Okay. That is actually what I was going to try to do to Shiv, but then Ignis got involved.
Well, sleepy gas in the room right here. Make
Karsa,
sure
I
everyone's
am
not
wearing
getting
an
out.
EVA suit.
I really was. There is already sleepy gas pumping in there.
What? Into the sleeping
I
facility?
was literally going to put you to sleep, but then Ignis got involved.
Karsa, I am still wearing an EVA suit.
Yeah, and
Environmental protection.
It's contained.
Sleepy gas ain't gonna work.
Well, then it doesn't work on them either.
Do they sleep inside their suits?
No, they don't.
So then it's probably gonna work.
Shit at least
I
has
could
the argument
still
of
put a hole. Mick could have put a hole into your suit, but damn it, Ignis. It was
Funny,
it was my plan. I was going to do it on you.
It's funny because I forgot that Ignis is going to be involved. Fun fact, Karsa. Well, if Ignis had not been involved while I was in that room because there was no head in there,
You would have
I would have
actually,
literally just cracked a smite in the middle of all those people.
because I would have actually put you to sleep, or tried to. At least I would have pulled that freaking thing off so you could breathe in the sleepy gas.
I mean,
Right, gonna look at Cormac. Hey, you think you can bell that door shut?
Well, I would like to offer a suggestion. While we're not in direct confrontation, I think we're in it's in a period of time where the timing and order of things matter. For an order of sorts, they start resolving
I
actions.
would agree. Yeah.
So
Alright.
hold on. Quick thing: is this room completely like they're knocked out?
Well, it
Seems
is
so.
pumping it in there.
Okay, so they're out. So that's actually one less room we gotta worry about then.
Only if they had their suits off, correct?
If they're sleeping, I don't see them sleeping with the suits on.
because like Shiv at least has the excuse, as does Ignis's character, that they came in from a submarine. If they're always wearing those EVA suits, then they're honestly, I would argue there's a problem. Because
Anyway,
you've literally admitted these guys never go outside.
they never go outside, but they're always ready to, just in case there is a leak, to be ready for that.
In which case, they probably have their helmets off most of the time.
Yes.
Dude, have you ever seen what people wear inside the genetics lab?
They would,
At
however,
least-
over here, they would actually keep their suits on.
You know what? Fair. You've got a point.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is, in the lab, I assume based on the choice of token images, is that basically they're walking around in, biohazard suits,
Mm-hmm.
which would have a contained atmosphere essentially, because it's that whole thing. You might be messing around with stuff which is some thin sticky white stuff, and you don't want to get that shit on you, so you have a whole suit on. You also don't want to potentially be breathing something in. You're messing around with genetics, you accidentally make a flesh-eating virus that will eat your face, because cabin fever reference.
Yeah.
Ag-
Yeah.
Again, you would not be breathing the air in that room specifically. I mean,
Right.
that's also why you have decon facilities, at the entrance exit.
So while Mick and
As
his
for going into
friends,
the-
his
as for going
friend,
into the barracks and going to sleep, yeah, 100%, they would take that stuff off.
right. But when they walk over here, they're not gonna be like that. They will actually have the outfits on.
Which makes sense.
Okay. So
mean,
will I
considering
give
you've
you
got the
that
locker room there.
these guys here are sleeping? Yeah, they are sleeping.
So they are gassed. Don't need to worry about them.
Yep, they out.
I want this from the GM.
Yes. They're
At least
gassed.
that room was my next target. I no longer have to worry about it.
So let me show talking about to the rest of the world.
Riley, you can suppress the alarms, right?
We're talking about this room is now people are asleep.
Good. Then we're taking the power. Then we're taking the reactor.
Makes sense.
I can flashbang him if that helps.
And yeah, my turret is. Oh no, I can do it.
Yeah,
Alright.
you do find the door open and Shiv just sat on a chair now.
Yeah, but
All right, Riley,
there is a
should work.
door here, and it is divine right here.
It doesn't matter to me. Is
You
it
just gotta
two?
go
Is
right
it 2
through
feet or less thick?
2 feet or less thick. Yeah, it's thick.
Cool. I go through it. All right, Riley, suppress the alarms. I double move. We head through the fucking door.
Okay. Shit. All right. You see a total of 5 dudes and 1 boss that is in there. You also see the generator that is there. Inside there are plenty of keyboards for people to mess with. There is the generator. There is the power. Transponder.
You're smashing your way into the control room for a power station.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they tend to use a lot of like very light blue for the color that is around the area to not only not scare the fish around the area, but also to give some illumination in this room. Otherwise,
Hola.
it would be pitch dark.
Hola, Habla, you're dead.
And we're on initiative.
Well, hang on. My turn ain't over yet.
Mm-hmm.
I fray die the guy next to me.
Okay.
As he just gets fucking shrapnel by the door. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. Hey, you should go hang out in the bunk room. I think you'll find it rather relaxing.
Well, that just sucks.
Oh, also, you can go ahead and hit the alarm button. I guarantee you're not gonna like the outcome.
Well, this guy is gone.
Well, he only took 1 damage.
Oh, he's still there.
I was saying, what happened? Did he just get splattered?
No, he's.
Well, was he already fucking injured?
No, he's fine. He's alive.
Oh god,
He's
he's a
alive.
toddler size.
I don't care how
Toddler
big he is.
size. Oh. Okay.
All right, well, that was my turn, boys.
Nav, you want to go next?
Yeah, why not?
And now I'm regretting
Okay,
leaving the
I'm just-
hydroponics lab.
I'm just gonna be spending my turn just getting there.
Yeah.
You could just use alacrity and just pop.
memory serves, I have to move like 6 feet at a time, isn't it?
No.
No, I had to double move. It just so happens that as long as I move 30 feet in a straight line, which I could down this hallway, I can slam through objects that are 2 feet or less thick.
What's that from? Endurance?
No, Strive for the Drowning Tide.
Ah,
Which,
good to know.
as long as we are underwater, I will we might be underwater. I will stay in this stance.
Okay.
What's our actual movement distance?
30.
Alright, yeah, so
I made it in like 55, and you were only like 5 feet away from me. So if you want in this room, you could be in this room with standard movement. It'll just take your whole turn.
yeah. It's not gonna. We'll move there, and then we'll do the other thing that completely negates the whole thing of movement. Oh, man, it was 55 for your movement.
Yeah, roughly. It was like 54. That's close enough.
What the hell is it called? Alright, well, we're gonna bank one in that. We're gonna miracle that.
Okay.
So,
So you basically
I'm
committed effort
guessing-
twice
yeah.
your turn.
I'm
Okay.
guessing this guy here, the boss dude, is probably he's the heavier target, yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Alright, well,
And I'm not saying that every single one of these are Freydai either.
Okay, fine. So yeah, we warp over here. And then I remember where my,
You just show up there out of nowhere
yes.
with
that-
your
that is-
need
that is
level,
my ability.
all-encompassing presence. Wow.
Yep. That's,
Okay.
That's literally my thing. I can move up to 100 meters and then smack a bitch and then move 100 meters again. So, you know what? Yeah, this dude gets the absolute fright of his life as I appear out of nowhere
And hit him for max.
You hit him. Wow.
apparently I absolutely fucking destroy that roll. Holy shit.
Criminy. So 4 damage to him?
Yep.
Okay.
Are we actually just allowed to do the Freydai like all the time?
As long as it can only be used on lesser foes.
Like,
Yeah, so you unfortunately can't Freydai this guy.
yeah.
But
The other
can-
dudes are.
yeah, so like this guy perhaps.
There are some that are not. And I will tell you that right now. The power tower is not. You do feel like they have a little bit more power.
So all the dudes in the tower are. were they
Or
both?
stronger. Yeah.
Okay, then you can remove that damage from that one guy.
Where do you move back to,
Yeah.
Riley?
Are there? What if I attack the suit? No, I have a feeling you're probably just thinking that I'm bullshitting you there.
You want to attack the suit. You could attack the suit.
I was going to say, can I make the argument that I may not be able to hit them, but I could potentially rip their suit via Freydai?
No, because that is targeting them.
No.
Damn it. Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting. Right, where am I going to move to? You know what? I'm going to move. I'm going to move back out to. I'm going to move somewhere along here. Is the exterior wall around the room? Is that solid or is it like windows and stuff?
It is windows, but it is such thick glass that it's at least 2 1 to 2 feet of that major bulletproof glass that they would use back then or in the future.
Okay.
That would be able to
It doesn't
take a
block
lot of
line of-
pressure.
yeah,
It takes a
doesn't
lot
block
of
line
pressure.
sight, but they ain't firing through it. That's
Yeah.
You could conceivably fire enough bullets at it to do something, but at that point you're not shooting through it. You're just you're putting
A crack through it.
yeah, you're weakening the structural integrity. That's the phrase I was looking for. And it's
Yeah.
falling apart that the water will do all the work for you. Or you can just let me and Ignis deal with it.
I mean, to be fair, I was considering that because I have an ability that I could miracle that lets me go whoop, and no one can stop me.
You could literally go through a wall.
Yes. It's technically, I would say it's probably one of the most OP things that I have access to. That right there.
Mist on the water.
Yeah. It allows me to move up to, all the stuff. As long as I can end up in a place I can physically be. Although, note the statement there that if I end up in a solid piece of matter, I am harmlessly popped out at the nearest possible location. Which, by my reading, can really be an asshole move.
Yeah,
Isn't that what I meant to do?
But that
I
could
mean-
put you a lot further than
Well, yeah, but it's that thing where if I did want to just damage dump on the wall because reasons, I could miracle that and be like, you know what, I'm now outside the tunnel, I get to shoot at that wall, and they have to shoot through the wall to get me.
Yeah, you can go through objects harmlessly. That's the point of the gift.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, that's literally my point, is that I don't care if it's a physical barrier, I move through it.
Yeah, you move through it, but you can't shoot through it.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could move outside that, right? Meaning that no enemy can actually attack me. And then I can damage dump the window if I wanted to. Like, I'm not going to do that. This is a spitball hypothetical. If I felt like I could. I'm not going to. But that was actually the reason in asking if they were solid walls.
they are
Because
solid.
Yeah,
They're-
because the whole thing being, they have to have line of sight to me through this.
They
corridor.
have equivalency of what if a whale was to go through, it would not be able to break it. So they are solid.
I will recommend that all PCs go before Ignis. So Shiv and Raiden.
Question.
I'm done with my turn, you guys.
If I'm in the hall, can I see this guy right here?
Which guy?
The
Are you
Boss
in
of
the
it.
hall?
I said if I get into the hall, can I see him?
Depends on where you're at.
I'd be down here.
Okay, well, let's check. No.
Yeah, I would unfortunately have to argue cover, depending on how tall that
There's
tower
cover.
is.
There's cover.
Can't see any of them, so I have to just fuck it. Okay, I'll just double move. Get up to like right here. No, that sucks. That's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Ignis. Is there anybody else who needs to go? Shiv, what do you want to do?
I suppose I'm going to go move back to join everybody else.
Where are you joining them?
Over here in the hallway, where the beating up is happening.
Okay.
Because,
Are you moving your token?
yeah, over here.
It was just because I was kind of half thinking there. I think you may have disconnected again.
All right, so
Meetings-
I'm going to now move it so everybody can see you guys. Yeah. Because most of the fighting is going on around here. Okay.
Ignis, what are you doing?
Ignis at the Pornhub mainframe, very important, equals
Mhm.
E, is going to use the security systems to instigate a full security lockdown, closing and locking all doors of the facility.
Okay.
And then on the intercom is going to send out a message, mimicking the voice of his compatriot behind him. Shiv Nekru, the new head of R&D, has accidentally triggered a security breach. Everyone please remain calm and remain in your current stations until it is resolved.
Well done. Well done.
I'll look at the people in the power reactor. Yeah, so clearly that's a lie, and I'm still gonna beat your ass.
Exactly.
Well, Shiv Nekru, he did
Intruders,
trigger a
how did
security
they get
breach, and I am asking them to remain calm until it is resolved.
By the way, guys, beatings will continue until morale checks are made.
That's what I was about ready to say. Okay, so yeah, so Ignis basically makes it so that everybody stays in the rooms that they're staying in for the now, but the power tower is kind of like, no, this is a lie. Let's go.
I
Man.
don't know. I don't know. I think they should have to make like resist checks to see if they think we're just part of that.
I mean, they told me to stay calm and stay my station. Before I punch him in the face, why won't you fight back?
Well, at that point, it's just, all right, well, I guess this is how you do a rear naked choke.
Well, this is
I mean, the
actually
funny thing is that if you kept Whispers of the Worm active, because you were doing that with your facility, were you not?
Everyone at my corporation were lesser foes, though.
True.
This guy will eventually break free the control at the conclusion of the scene. So at the end of the combat, he'll snap out of it.
yeah.
Which means the combat gets to go as long as we need to.
Well,
Oh.
no, it just means that if he wants to fuck with Ignis afterwards, good luck with that 1v1. I don't have high odds on him.
Mhm.
And then you roll
Anyway.
nothing but ones, and you roll nothing but 20s.
So, the people in the power tower,
Oh, wait, you don't need to
the
roll
person who is in charge says, "Get him!" And it seems to be superseded by
And it's a fight.
the conversation on and then it's like, no, you guys are not supposed to be here. Yeah, they're gonna take you out.
Who's having they get in?
Ryan's like, you sure you want to do that? Because I'm gonna be just gonna let you know, it's gonna be really, really bad on your health insurance.
What health insurance?
Oh,
God.
good. Y'all don't have any.
Shiv from the back of the
Oh,
hall.
right, I
Did
think
she
that we
not
did-
offer you guys life insurance?
Well, hopefully you got life insurance instead then.
I think if we just offer them a job with health insurance and dental, they'll turn
Yeah.
full.
I mean, yeah, I could do that even.
But
Got a
would you?
factory that I'm working on.
But would you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan actually would.
right. Okay, well, we'll see if that happens next turn around. All right, because that is possible. I mean, what health insurance?
I mean, that's effectively what those other dudes that I technically filtered. Yeah, you know, they will get the offer. You could join the company to do all the stuff. You get dental.
All right.
Okay, you know what? No, never mind. I forgot the enemy still have a turn.
I have conveniently gone through and marked red lines on all of the doors that are currently locked, and we can just delete those as those doors become mere suggestions through the musings of the party.
Yes. Because this one was destroyed, so
Yeah, exactly. And I just wanted to
it doesn't
have
exist
a quick and easy
anymore.
way to keep track of what doors get destroyed and which ones aren't.
Right, that works for me. Yes. All right. So, in this case of these people in here, I have to find. Okay. Yes. All right. They have a lot more power to them than the others that you have been dealing with because that's their job.
Red hasn't dealt with any of them.
They are a little bit stronger, so. But
Yes, and
I
unfortunately,
probably-
Cormac stands in their way of everybody else.
They can hit Raiden too.
They also have
Okay,
those
yeah, I'll get it back.
stun guns that you've seen before.
Oh no. Anyway,
I mean, to be fair, I haven't. So what are they?
The stun gun looks like it has electrical baton.
Ooh,
As
that's a nice toy.
as
You've seen it.
they hit Cormac with it and do manage to hit him. I was not impressed with the idea that he was going to be so. At this point in time,
Cormac, are you gonna clap back?
I'll wait for her to finish her sentence.
can I finish?
Hey,
Their baton can do 1d10. And the stun / take one of your powers away. What the fuck is this? So 4 for you, because it's not straight damage. I'm surprised that I'm actually getting these high rolls right now, because I didn't expect this to do anything.
well, you didn't roll at all yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
nobody did.
that's 4 damage to you, Cormac, and a possible.
What power are you gonna take? I don't have anything active.
You have nothing active. So
He literally has. No, he literally hasn't really banked in anything. I think he does miracles for powers, as far as I'm aware.
I know.
Yeah. And now, Numbnuts gets to get hit.
But you are stunned if you manage to fail your hardiness save.
I'll do that first. Nope, not save penalty. Here we go.
And you are stunned. Okay. Now,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't stop this other effect from happening though.
which effect?
What a red and white.
See clearly.
The last sentence.
Each time they are hit, they take damage and apply their fray die to the attacker, even if it is a worthy foe. Okay. Alright.
So he's taken a grand total of 2 damage.
1. I don't get to make the counterattack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
So 1 damage. I'm putting it in red for myself so to keep an eye on who has what. Alright. So
Come on.
right there.
Try to hit Raiden.
And
the
this
stun.
one's gonna try to hit Raiden. Same thing.
Now, hold on. To confirm, this is electrical damage, right?
It looks like electrical damage. Now, even if they hit you, they still hit you, but it doesn't do electrical damage to you. So it doesn't do extra. And it doesn't do anything to you right now. I'm pretty sure that failed.
I got an AC of 3, so if that helps.
That failed. I needed I would have needed a 13 on my roll. And it failed. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, no, he's all the way over here. He was over here! What the?
Yeah,
Welcome
and now
to
they've
basic
got to get
teleporting.
through. And now they've got to get through Ryan and Cormac just to.
That will also fail.
No, you said you needed to roll a 13 to hit a 3, didn't you?
On the
No,
dice.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Man.
They will
know,
shoot
for-
you. What?
It's just like, goddamn, you guys, your little stun things aren't really working on me, are they?
Well, that didn't. That actually shot at you.
See,
Are you
do I
guys
wanna,
not shooting in a facility like this?
Do I want to be the dick?
They could shoot. That
Hold on, I gotta see if this is like effort for the day thing. Now I'm curious.
Alright, so 1d6 5. So you are shot with
That's an instant ability. Okay.
a pistol, and the walls are thick enough, so it wouldn't go through them anyway. You were shot with a pistol right in.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just,
For a paltry amount of damage.
It's not
yeah,
much.
for one.
For pittance is what it is. But you're shot. This guy will come over here. You are able to be seen. No, actually, they will go against Cormac. Same roll.
Ryan's still thinking to himself, wait, he's like talking to himself, man, you guys really don't have health insurance here?
What insurance?
Well,
Oh,
do you at least
wow.
have life? Oh shit.
Well, you hit Cormac.
I hit.
Now watch, you get a mid damage roll.
I get a mid damage roll.
It's not even mid, that's mid.
That's right. Alright, and finally this dude here will take its... No? You'd have to go through his guys. I'll leave him here. This guy here is going to...
If you talk about the guy next to Ignis, he can't attack him.
No. Talking about this one right here.
Oh.
What can he do? Oh yeah, he can do that. That's right. It has 2 attacks. Can we move? No, we cannot move.
Well, then he's screwed. Can't see anybody.
He will move over here. He will see right in there. And And Raiden, you will take this damage.
So it's an auto hit?
No. I
And you gotta roll the hit.
gotta roll to hit, but it'll be twice. That will hit.
Okay.
And that will hit.
Alright.
Roll 28 plus 5. So 4, and I believe that is another 4.
Yeah.
Troy. And that's their turn. The others don't know what's going on just yet.
Immediately brings me down to 16 hit points.
Ouch. Oh. Then that brings us back to the top of the round. So,
So-
do you want to offer these guys insurance?
So, you know, before I do anything else, you guys don't have health insurance or life insurance, right?
No.
Oh, damn, your poor families. You know, you guys want health insurance and life insurance? Because I can offer that.
Are you serious?
I mean, yeah, I have a factory where... I have a factory, a power
You would
plant,
stop
entire
fighting us just so you could give us health insurance?
You'd be stop fighting me. You would not survive fighting me.
Okay, charisma roll. Fuck this.
Well,
charisma
To be
roll.
fair, they just watched him get fucking wrecked.
Yeah, and he's still standing. Charisma roll. Charisma roll.
First one. Could I offer? Could I argue a bonus?
You're already getting a bonus. What offer would you do?
Well, considering that they're working at a power plant, why not just move them to Raiden's power plant, which is basic same tech. It's thermal.
Charisma roll.
Shit, I actually passed it.
You know, because these people have been here so long and they hate being here and they're tired of it, I'm gonna have to now make a roll for everybody in this room. Because there is, if you are actually being truthful,
Raiden's being honest.
they
Like,
may
he's
just
taking that
stop
nuclear
fighting.
physicist.
He has literally just taken whatever damage that guy did to him to the face. He has no reason to lie to these guys. Or less incentive to lie to these guys.
Fuck.
Well, my actual counter was that I was actually arguing against the roll, is the dude just took 10 damage. They're technically winning this fight.
Yeah. And 3 of them are willing.
Fuck it, that's 3 less people.
If you're serious, they'll leave.
Raiden is completely serious.
Will you attack them if they leave?
No. They leave, Raiden won't do anything.
There
Can't
are
promise about the
3
others, but-
there are 3 of them that are willing to leave.
He can't promise about the others, but he won't attack them.
The question is, will they attack? Alright. That's it.
Okay, so Cormac, what are you doing?
Stunned. Do you not pay attention to what happens in a round?
Oh, right.
He is totally stunned.
Riley, what are you doing?
Do I feel like making this the let's steal everybody thing?
Do it.
You know what? Did any of them like not immediately decide to run over and be Raiden's people?
Yeah,
Like,
the two that are still in the room.
There's
Right,
3.
so
Three are still in the room.
he's actually taken basically command of those 3 dudes that are in the hallway, yeah?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. We'll shout into the room. Hey, do you guys want health insurance? And free dental? And your own beds?
Oh my god, they are so.
Can I argue a bonus for Riley for saying that?
If you can prove it, yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry, but they.
as far as I'm aware,
I
every single person that works for me has their own bunk
mean, looking.
and gets healthcare.
Okay, so out of character, these people have been down here for 3 years.
Yeah, that's why Ryan's doing what he's doing.
They are disgruntled. Nobody really cares about them. And they're expendable. They know they are expendable. Because the head of R&D has disappeared. And nothing's been really said. The
Well,
fact
I mean,
is...
it's kind of difficult to try and get morale up by telling them, yeah, by the way, your boss, you know how we be talking about that shapeshifter dude on the enemy team? Yeah, they kind of ripped him out of a building and squished them. That's why you don't have a boss anymore.
And I have to think of it as these people are kind of like really tired of being treated like this.
They hate their job.
They
and
hate
they're
their
just-
job. I've been playing it all along that they have been hating their job. They can't stand their job. They would love to leave, and a lot of them are willing to go on to the sub, but because they don't have the ability, they don't have the rights to it. And then you throw this at them, and
I mean, to be fair, I would employ Mick. Mick sounds like a fun dude to have.
Mick is actually fun if you let him. He would kind of be a klutz, but he would be a good janitor.
Fuck
These-
Yeah,
that.
occasionally you just
Why
hear
you
the
put him in charge of the bar?
Of the bar?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he would be great at the bar. You'd love him at the bar.
We have a bar.
You
Yeah,
have like 6.
but he's asleep right now because you put him to sleep. Now
It's all right. It's all right. We will fill in these guys in their sleep, and they will wake up with name tags and
They're-
a contract. Like, hey, if you sign this, you get free dental and a job of your choosing.
I mean,
What's in this list?
I have to seriously think about this because it may sound stupid. It may sound like, why is this GM doing this? But it's like, I have to play it out. These people are sick of being here. They're tired. They have maybe 3 hours of sleep per day.
Oh, goddamn.
I mean, the whole
Yeah,
thing is,
you're just
right?
looking at these
Right.
files and
Which is
spouting
why
that
they
off.
don't have as many power. That's why their attacks are not as powerful as the ones that you've been fighting before.
There's also the side benefit of if we can basically jack their weapons, we can find out how they work and if there's a way to avoid the whole power cancellation thing.
There's a possibility
And-
that you could learn that eventually.
And
I mean-
I'm gonna have to borrow Raiden at some point, and then we'll work on developing wormhole tech, so then I can actually
Oh,
properly
hell
wormhole
yeah.
floating people.
I mean, yeah, I hate to say it, but some of these people are
Talking about Joe.
are willing to walk out. And if they realize that their life's in jeopardy, they're gonna walk out. They don't have life insurance. They don't have regular insurance. And they don't quite feel like they're being treated right anymore. In a way, they're victims of their own circumstance. So,
Their own naivete.
Exactly.
so yes, I think there will be people who will walk out. The question is,
How many?
how many? And I'm just gonna roll for their morale because their morale is low. So I'm giving them a lower morale. I'm giving them lower stats because of the circumstances I put in on this particular lab. This is how they've been treated, so do they let go of or do they just say, fuck it, I'm gonna go with the enemy? Yeah. At this point in time, though, this guy is not going to. He's hit one of you and hit you pretty hard.
To be
This
fair, pretty much all of
this
them
one
have
hit. These three have hit the hardest. You guys. These three, one of them did hit, but you know it was pittance, and it was like, okay, nah, I'm done. I'm out.
They're like, you know, I was passively suicidal before, but you know what they're offering actually sounds pretty good.
At this point in time, I think that if they think that they're going to survive, they're going to run. They'll take it.
There's a slight problem with running.
Yeah.
The doors do be locked.
The doors do be locked.
It just means that they can't get farther than
These
Shiv.
guys will get to here when it's their turn. These guys are like, yeah, you know what? I know it sounds stupid for me to do something like that, but it does feel like that they would actually just be willing to give up if they knew that they had something to live forward. All right, let's move on.
So, Riley, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you said you were making your offer.
I'm making my offer. What do you want me to roll?
The same thing, charisma.
Do I get a bonus at all?
Have they seen you before?
Yes, for the briefest of seconds as they got stabbed.
Yeah. Oh no, you hit their main guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll get a +2 for that.
Oh my god, why can't I click off this window?
Because the window wants to be on.
Yeah, alright. So I gotta do more morale checks. Okay. Well, you managed to get these two.
Big guy not rolling?
I haven't rolled him yet. Yeah, I figured. You don't get him. You definitely don't get him.
But I was expecting you to say, oh damn, you got all of them.
No.
Well.
Alright.
Yeah, decide whether or not something's worth a miracle. 1 second.
But I still have movement on my turn. I assume that counts as I can't do an attack now, yeah?
No. Well,
I don't know.
it is kind of a move, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm assuming I
yeah,
cannot do an
you
attack.
can't do an attack. You're
Okay,
you're free.
yeah, that's fair enough. Well, in the fact that these guys have decided to acquiesce to my request, I will be nice and I will simply move up to like at the door past these
They
guys.
don't attack. They will not attack you, so you'll be fine where you're at.
I mean, this whole thing, they can't sneak attack me anyway.
Yeah. Well,
They can try.
they don't even bother.
So yeah, that will be my turn. I've moved up here.
Okay.
I am now not clicking and dragging my token, apparently. There we
Oh,
go.
this was funny.
Well, you know, part of me is kind of feeling like, oh, I'm making this way too easy. Then the other part of me is like, but the circumstances
Funny.
make sense.
Just Riley,
Here,
looks at Riley.
you have said multiple times that these guys some of them have been down here for years.
Yeah.
And like I want to make this clear, there's a reason that there is an absolute maximum amount of time that people can serve on like
Subs.
submarines and such.
Mhm.
Yeah, you cannot have people on a sub for us over a certain amount of time, because then you start getting people going mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the literal thing of having cabin fever.
Shiv will move.
That's one of the big problems with like potentially trying to colonize other planets is the travel time and people getting there being mad.
Mm-hmm.
Shiv will move closer and be like, "Hey, buddy, you've literally just had your entire crew abandon you. You sure this is the fight you want to continue? This is the hill you want to die on?"
And that is your turn, if you're gonna do it too.
I'm gonna try. I'm going to have to argue with
Okay.
bonus because I do believe charisma is my lowest stat.
Same with mine.
I already said you guys get a +2.
Are you going to try and convince him with free dental and free access
I
to?
mean,
L1?
how are you gonna do that?
Yeah,
Or
you'll
you
get.
just try to get him to lay down his arms.
At the moment, surrender. Not die on this hill, and then I'll work out what he gets coming with us from.
Oh, that won't work. That will not get you your 2. You gotta give him
damn.
something.
Fine then. Well,
He
I
did.
have
His
I have
5
a
allies
facility
just ran
that,
away.
yeah. The rest of your allies just ran away. They're all being offered free health insurance, life insurance, dental. I can offer you access to more brothels.
Elfron brothels.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh my god!
at this point, he just needs to make a fucking morale check because he's now realized it's 4-on-1.
That brothel hit. That was it. That was it. The brothel did it.
Like Shiv is literally just pushing past his friends, like, "Hey, guy." Like, if this were a fucking cartoon, his head would just be sticking out of the thing, like,
Brothel.
"Hey." Yeah. Okay.
He just sticks his head on the rim and goes, free brothels. The guy immediately slams his weapon onto the ground so hard that it just perforates one of the sheets, and he's like, I am so for that. Do you know how long it's been here? I've been in this room working with a bunch of airhead asshat dudes.
I am done. I'm done. Just take me there. I'm done.
Why are you assuming it's entirely staffed by men?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, this was the room that was specified as being a bunch of
No, they're a bunch of
the
dudes.
girl clique.
Oh no,
all
yeah,
fucking
you're
heavy
right.
in the
You're
town.
right.
What-
This is the clique. This is the girl clique.
Sticks from Mean Girls. Got it.
No, they're done. They're absolutely done. They'll. Even he leaves. She leaves.
Eek.
It's a bunch of buff girls in hazmat suits.
I'm gone. Yeah.
Okay, so Shiv claps his hands together.
What do you do with all these people that have just decided to lay down their arms?
I mean, they're not fighting. And we're still on initiative. Ignisal's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And he's seen what's going on.
Yeah. Seeing what's going on, I'm actually gonna spend my turn asking Buddy behind me for his weapons. Be like, hey, can I see your weapons and equipment real quick?
Okay, and this is not going to get him killed, so
Nope.
Sure.
Hey, as far as he knows, he's still just talking to another security dude who just
Yeah.
killed 4 traitors.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly does he have? Is it just the stun gun? I take it.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a gun too. They were shooting at us.
They do
Oh,
have
that's fine. I don't care about
pistols.
the actual.
They do have
He
pistols.
can keep the pistol. I don't care about that part. Actually, no, I guess I'll take it to be consistent.
Okay. Sure.
Fascinating. And then Ignis will turn back to the cameras and continue surveillance.
Oh, I think right now it would be precipitous if you guys just stay in the common area, because we will have to
No,
shuttle you.
I'm settling this now.
What?
I go to the intercom. Riley, can you whole facility, please?
Yeah.
Over the intercom. To all of you dumbasses working in this facility, we have taken both your power core and your security room. Put down your weapons, or you're going to die. Oh, also, if you decide to put down your weapons, you get to leave.
Shiv will get on the intercom.
No, you get pushed away.
Damn!
If you can't recognize this voice, this is Cormac, the one who's been rampaging around Opus, tearing down things, fighting against the Solari, oh, and destroying all of your minds. If you think I will not flood this facility to kill you, you would be wrong. We've done it 3 times already. The good news, however, is if you do throw down your arms, not only do you get to leave here, you do not have to worry about working for Blenjeel ever again. No more long hours, no more being sent to literally live at the bottom of the ocean to do experiments that you care nothing about. I'll give you all 2 minutes before I come ripping through the door. Oh, and have a nice day. Click.
Ryan's gonna pick up the stun baton thing that they had and kind of look over it. Yeah, definitely gonna have to reverse engineer this thing.
Anybody want to give them a warning about the thing? Because they could release it.
That would be the opposite of putting down your weapons.
Fair.
And alright,
It's what you're doing, so...
We'll just start moseying through, assuming Ignis will just open the doors as we go.
Yeah.
And then I'll wait here, wait the 2 minutes,
It's gonna.
look at the camera, give it a nod, walk through. See the door open to 4 dudes standing there. Are they holding weapons?
Nope.
We'll just gesture. Go wait in the common room. Hit the intercom. So 9 of your side have decided to take my offer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Another 9 have already fallen. I'm walking through to the other door. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened in the security room. So I'm not gonna mention their numbers.
Yeah, you didn't say it. Mm.
Am I seeing weapons?
You are.
Are you sure this is the choice you want to make?
Unfortunately, I did make some pretty high morale rolls with those 3.
Well, then it becomes Shiv's turn. Are you guys sure you want to die on this hill?
Well, I have another way to fix this.
What, the word of passion?
Yeah.
Go
I'm
for it.
I'm done playing around with these guys.
Ah!
Lesser foes -2 penalty. Foes that failed the check will usually flee in terror. Okay, fine, they flee in terror.
So the worthy foe is the only way I left.
I mean, he also has to make this morale check applies to everybody. Lesser foes just take a penalty.
They were that close to the pedal to that anyway.
One's running. One is definitely running.
One is not.
Two are not.
Two are running.
Well, hold on. Which one is the? Because which one's the worthy foe? Which one's not? Because one's at the
Worthy
-2.
foe. All the other are fray.
Well, no, one's at a one. Like the morale checks, one's at a -2.
They're
Yeah,
all at
that would be
-2.
this one, but I rolled
If they're lesser.
really high on his morale. So these two here failed their morale check.
Well, I mean,
And are
whichever
running.
one. I'm guessing the 16's the other lesser foe.
Yeah.
He's actually technically out of 14.
Still, it's... Nope, he would be running too.
Because it does say lesser foes at this roll get a -2 penalty.
That would leave this guy here near Big Dave.
Yeah, well, thankfully we're on initiative, so...
Big Dave's still in containment. And before anybody else does anything, for a hold of a hand, Ignis, would you mind showing this man why he's wrong?
I'm sorry,
Do your turret thing.
you are... Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'll activate this turret security system.
Okay, do so.
And, orange guy is the only one not staying down, correct?
Yep.
Moment,
Yep.
yes.
Remember that one scene in RoboCop?
Mhm.
I did tell you he's seen more than one film.
Mhm.
You know what? Fair! And now you'll have to keep that part in.
Hey, dude, someone get
Every
shot.
turret in this room will point at Orange Hazmat and gun him down.
Oh, the DACA.
Okay.
We did warn you.
Yeah, he's dead because those turrets would basically kill him. Because
You
I
gotta
was
look at-
expecting it to try to be turned on you guys if I needed to. So.
Oh, you really think that not Riley and Shiv would have allowed that to happen? That's cute.
Well, no, and the Thane they would have kept it there too against the Thane, so it made sense. So
Yeah. Those are munitions that are meant to do damage.
We're not
He gets absolutely perforated by the 7.62 depleted uranium explosive.
Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not even going to make you roll it because they were meant to attack a Thane, so it would have been enough to kill them too.
Fragmentation rounds.
You say 7.62. I'm pretty sure these are more like 20mm cannons.
That's like 50
But to
BMG
be
rounds.
fair, I was
Fine.
actually picturing something that would be a not insanely huge, but could be fired from something like a Goway.
See,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was thinking like the Browning M2.
Uh,
That's what I'm thinking.
Or I'll walk through. To anyone still remaining in the facility who doubted we were in control of your security systems, I'm pretty sure you just heard what happened. That was one of your chief scientists deciding that he or she,
They're
they
done. They're just
did not want to. They run out the door. Fair enough.
Yeah, literally as you're explaining that, the door opens and there's two dudes with hands up there, just like we just want to go. We
Fair
just
enough.
want to go home, guys.
We're just running. We're just gonna run. We're done.
Now then. That was. Well, Easier than
I am actually glad this
expected.
plan. I am actually glad that my plan worked out, not in the way I expected it to, but it still worked out.
So, Shiv,
Honestly, I was expecting, like, ages ago, you would have to do a charisma check, you would fail it, and then would just straight up be in combat with everything. I did not expect anything to go.
The original plan was to get the
this
tour,
way.
get everybody in the common room, and then do the big offering insurance and a
Oh.
better life.
I mean, it was either that or just have Raiden nuke it. Because I mean,
Like,
that'd be a lot of enemies for him to nuke.
so you were saying, Cormac?
can we talk to the thing without fully letting it out?
You can.
Yeah, we can.
All right, then do that.
Shiv will, in fact, start to wake him up.
And Koros,
He will take off his. He will finally take off the frickin' helmet.
and Koros stand wherever the fuck he needs to make sure the thing can see him.
He's gonna Temso wants to get out. He's definitely gonna be hitting
Shit.
the wall.
All
Hey,
right.
hey, hey, buddy, we'll
No.
let you out in a minute. We just need you to know
no,
something.
No, Shiv.
Raiden just brings up duct tape.
Shiv, please.
Fine,
Wrong-
you do the
wrong-
talking.
Wrong tact.
Fair
We know
enough.
you're good.
While this is going on, I just kind of like moved to a point to keep an eye on things.
Okay, that's fine.
Raiden's gonna sit on top of this thing, whatever it is.
I'm going to now make it so that people can see what you guys are doing because
I always forget I have this ability. You know what? I'm gonna walk up the wall and I'm gonna stand on the roof just because I can.
You're gonna tap dance on the ceiling.
No, I'm gonna stand on the roof.
Alright, so
Yeah, right.
what is happening right now, if you guys do not notice, is everybody just decided to run. Now the thing is being woken up. Now this thing is very large. It's about 20 feet tall. Very tall. It's gonna be a difficult thing to get him out in the first place, but he will be able to get through.
I've turned into a boot.
Currently he is knocking on the glass. Now this is the same glass that is being used on the outside as in the inside.
I don't think
And-
he's knocking.
He's knocking on the glass. And then also he has, I'm guessing Ignis has those 4 turrets raised towards him as well.
Yeah.
So,
Rather him not. That's
I understand that the Thanes are a adversarial race, and I am not attempting to provoke them by pointing guns at him.
okay, so none are being pointed. Alright, cool.
all right. We know Jurgen.
He realizes what you're, and when you say that, it's like, where is he?
Well, he was in orbit around this planet, but he has moved off on superseding orders. He will be back, though.
And he listens, and he stops pounding. Are you going to let me out?
Are you going to start destroying the facility?
Yeah, and there is totally no response at the moment. Because he's like,
He's contemplating.
he's contemplating big time of destroying the facility.
If it changes your mind, we have taken full control over it, and all enemy presence is basically null and void.
You friend
I pick up a
of
foot.
Jurgen,
Dude who got annihilated by the turrets.
Okay.
Look.
No.
Friend is a bit of a stretch. More like non-aggressive acquaintance.
God, the joke I could make here.
Ryden looks at Shiv, raising the duct tape again.
It's
Try
said
it.
it yet.
While he's talking with this thing, he'll just start typing to Shiv. You don't offer, or God, how to word this?
You don't start
Nope.
with the...
You don't treat him like an animal if you want him to act like a person.
Fair.
Jurgen is coming back.
Yes.
I am not your prisoner.
No, but it would be better if you weren't staying in this facility, and unfortunately, we only have one place to take you. If you prefer to stay here and you have Jurgen come get
No,
you,
I'd
that
rather
is also acceptable.
just get. What are all and he starts noticing all these things that are on his body, and he just gets very tense, and they all pop off.
All right. Well, I think he's got the message. Can you open the door, Shiv?
Yep, Shiv will go into release procedures.
So you hit the red button,
Yeah.
and he
Also,
is
if it-
free.
If it helps you trust us more, we have been absolutely going hog on anything of Blenjeel's we could find.
That does make him trust you more. And then we are
Well then.
non-aggressive at this time.
And Shiv will start moving onto this room.
Ryden's gonna jump down from where he was sitting.
And move on to first the thrall.
You gonna wake him up, or are you gonna?
Gonna see if he can be woken up. Yes.
Yes, he can be woken. They all can be woken up.
Then Shiv will
RB.
start to do so. Ryden, you're gonna have to stay with the Exorcism for now.
That's why just kind of Ryden's kind of like, not really pushes Shiv away, but just kind of like turns, like puts his hands on his shoulder, guides him to the next one. You stay.
Yeah.
I got this one.
Yeah, Shiv releases the thrall. He goes to the human, wakes them up, releases them.
Ryden gets the mixes them woken up and freed.
What do you do with the Nyx, the Sea Goblin, and the Thark?
Well, is the Thark going to attack? Is the question.
More
I mean,
likely.
I could find that out.
Find out if the Thark is aggressive first before anything.
I mean, they didn't really seem like they could talk. I think they're made just to be guard dogs.
I also don't want to have a Thane and a Thark in the same area because very good chance the Thane kills the Thark, considering it an abomination.
And
Okay, yeah, actually that isn't particularly a bad thing.
Kinda,
I was kind of just gonna suggest you just, lethal
yeah,
injected.
Yeah, that was my thought for the Thark.
Oh, can I
Do we
radiation
know-
poison it?
No.
Aw.
But the human, the thrall, can the Nyx and the Sea Goblin actually survive outside of fluid for very long?
You've never tried.
In which case I might have to just flood this area once they get out of here.
But you do know that this place right here
Oh,
is
yeah.
where a sub can come down. So you could literally just
Oh, it's a
push
moon
them
pool.
through there. Yeah.
Oh, it's a case of Ryden goes over,
Finds button.
finds button, to
Opens the moon pool.
opens the moon pool, and then just kind of
They will
helps the
go.
sea goblin in the.
They will head that direction with your help.
And then the Thark just gets straight up euthanized.
Okay. So no more Thark.
And then Raiden closes the moon pool again.
Shiv, however, will help the other human out.
And the Thrall and the Mixes.
Raiden is notably got to stay near the Mixizim so that the Mixizim doesn't get the shit beat out of it by the fucking Thane.
He shouldn't, anyways.
We have been hiding you from Jurgen's Thanes.
Dude, I was sitting right here.
Oh, fair
the
enough.
entire time.
So, at this point in time, we're no longer on initiative unless you guys are going to blow this place up.
That'll be after we get everybody out. But
Okay.
I imagine we can narrative time that.
You can. Let's just narrative the rest of us.
Well, we gotta settle what we're doing with the thing first.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So,
fair.
this will require Riley being in the room. Actually, everybody, because it might be Riley's ship, but everybody else has to be on it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so Raiden's gonna come back over here and sit up on one of the pipes again.
So, we have an issue. What do we do with the big guy? And
Well, I mean, we've
the
seen
the
him
thing could be in the room too. Sorry, man, don't hear your name.
Thurgan.
Bergen.
Thurgan.
Like- Okay,
Bergen.
got it.
So wait, you guys can shrink. We've seen it before, right?
We can.
So, I mean, it'd be easier.
Especially
You were
I
out.
can. Unfortunately, that didn't work out last time, but yes, I can.
Size isn't the issue.
Fair.
I mean, Jurgen knows one of his guys was down here, I believe. Did you guys not let me tell him?
I'm trying to ask if we're moving him to the hammer.
Good point.
Stay on point.
I've got no issue with it, really.
I've got no arguments. I still think it's best to act in good faith with Jurgen.
As do I.
Riley and Ignis.
One thing I do want to resolve, like, we have transition scenes at this point, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
How does Buddy react once Whispers falls off?
I mean, he doesn't forget everything that happens while he's under it, right?
Right, he doesn't forget. And he's...
But I was
The
asking.
If does not
I don't know.
specify, I assume not. I assume he does remember.
He remembers everything that just happens. And he
You've
shakes
just-
his head. And then he realizes you have the weapons that he had.
Yeah, that was almost like that was intentional or some shit. I don't know. How did that happen? The world will never find out.
Looks at the blood smear of what happens with a glorious last stand.
Looks at the security footage about the fact that the Thane's out, and we are just kind of in negotiations. It's like,
You're pretty sure that you are off, that you're no longer having any effect on him, but you're not
And, like,
sure if he...
As it's wearing off, like Ignis like turns around on the chair, stands up, and is like, "All right, how do you want to do this?" Trying to take me down your way out, or do you just want to quietly go with us and get to potentially live?
Are you actually going to let us live?
I'm not opposed to it conceptually. Not I'll be blunt. I'm not particularly thrilled about it, but the others seem on board with it. As long as you're not going to betray our generosity, I see no reason to kill you where you stand.
Well, there's the entire facility and against myself. I am not stupid.
Fair enough. I wouldn't worry about the rest of the facility, though. Right now, it's just you and I. Between us, I'm scarier than the rest of the facility. Alright, if you made your choice, we'll be out. As Ignis opens the door and walks into the sub.
I mean, we do not have enough room to take everybody in one go.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, we will have to narrative time that.
Do you... the question is, do you actually do exactly that? Do you let these people go? Do you give these people a place? Or are you just gonna lie to them?
I have
We-
no intention. I had no intention of lying.
Neither did I.
I think it'll piss off Blenjeel more if we just take her entire staff.
Yep,
Which is what's the point?
like I said.
Well, except for the
This
one
fu-
guy who's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, this plan went. My plan still managed to work out, and it really could have gone badly for me.
You get them all in one room. Say your piece. You fail your charisma check. They all shoot you.
Yeah, for a fact, that was a distinct possibility.
Shiv enters his death throes.
That is why I had been thoroughly potentially planning on that is not what I wanted to do. Gotten the rest of the lesser foes onto our side.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could just make this pop up on every screen in the facility with the exception of the hydroponics part.
Mm. Okay, so the whole thing is that, yeah, you have two of the leaders there. One just decided, I'm done. No, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
die today.
There's hookers somewhere else.
There's hookers. They promised us hookers.
Promised him better jobs, better paying.
Better
Jobs.
insurance.
I'm getting paid.
Well, not better insurance, but actual insurance.
Actual insurance would be better than no insurance.
So now you got
Wait,
all
are we
these.
offering more people insurance?
It looks like you guys are hiring more people.
Well, I mean, they gotta get vetted first. The sad news is, while they have not been lied to, they are gonna have to sit in Brig cells for a little bit.
rooms.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely taking that nuclear physicist guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick
Because-
just gets hired on account.
Mick is the only one
no,
that doesn't go in the brig.
Excuse me, I called dibs on Mick.
He did.
Well, I'm just saying he's the only one not going in the brig. I didn't say I was taking him.
Mick is gonna become a bartender.
Yeah.
That's why I said he got hired on account.
The question I would like to resolve before we stop the recording.
Uh-huh.
Riley and Ignis, how do you guys feel about taking the Thane onto the hammer?
And by me?
To be fair, I was actually planning on asking you guys how exactly we are planning to move all of these people. Because effectively, I was going to say that, while you're having a conversation with the Thane, I'm basically going to call down like a bigger shuttle to come down and replace the small ass sub that we came here in so that we can take all of these people.
The logistics aren't super concerning. We have the ability.
Pretty time. Again,
Yeah, I know. It's more like cover what I'm doing while standing on the roof watching all this going on.
Yeah,
Right,
you could say that.
But
Go
the
ahead.
thing is, like, you do get final say. The hammer is your ship.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have a bunch. I mean, I'm pretty sure logistics-wise, we have vastly more than sufficient. Like we have magnitudes of order more firepower than is required to kill a Thane.
The damage he could do to the ship before you do that is still not.
Yeah, it's still a lot of damage you can dish out.
Not inconsiderable. It would be inconsiderate, but
Well,
I mean, yeah, as long as he behaves.
All right. Well, good news there. Good news, Thurgan. Apparently, you got a unanimous decision. If you want, you can wait on our ship for Jurgen. Your alternative is you stay down here.
I'm not staying down here.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd say that.
Raiden finally speaks up. So after everyone's gone, does that mean I get to make this place finally go boom?
Once I extract some hard drives and disable any security they might have on them, yes.
Yes.
Admittedly, I can also could just take the hard drives and deal with that on my free time.
So,
Yeah.
So we now
discussed-
enter narrative time
Yeah.
and a big cinematic.
and Thurgan becomes smaller.
Q Raiden just running around the facility, just planting C4 around.
So he can get through the door and head out of here.
Shiv will head over to the reactor room just to sabotage that.
So
Why?
how long?
I'm running around
does
planting
it take
C4.
before- What's this dude's name?
Thurgan?
It sounds like it's been changed from Big Dave.
Thurgan is his
Thurgan.
real name.
Okay, how long until we can convince him to go by the name Big Dave, and I can hire him?
That will depend on Jurgen.
Hey, he's an independent thing. He don't need no Jurgen.
You do know that Thurgan, as the type of that it looks like he was an infiltrator.
Right, well,
It's one of the ones we
he's-
fought before.
He's definitely being watched.
Hey, Thurgy, I do have a question for you while we're sitting there waiting on the shuttles. Can you take that helmet off?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Do you need me to take the helmet off?
No, I was just didn't know whether you could or not.
Because
I know
we've
Jurgen
noticed that,
can,
but we've also noticed that some of your number cannot.
or they seem to not be able to.
Well, I'm a scout. What do you think?
I didn't know. That's why I asked.
Yeah, that's my job. As a scout, I can kinda
A lot of my, or actually all of my information. on the
look more
panel now,
human than the others.
The vast majority of my information has come second and third hand, and fourth and fifth hand. So I'm kind of done listening to it and just asking things directly. Now that I'm being in
Okay, well,
conversations with you.
he takes off his helmet, and he looks like he has a very big head, but it's not bobblehead. It's as if he was what is the galaxy?
Chibi.
No, the with very very distinct veins.
To a giant creature. And
He looks like Drax.
Okay, it's Dave Batista, gotcha. So, what's happening with the other NPC tokens up there?
Those have been...
yeah. Two of them got released. The two that live in the sea. The Thark is dead, and the other three are in the haze of coming out of a coma.
Yeah.
Did you guys at least attempt to make contact with the Thark?
No.
God damn it! Could have been like a puppy.
I don't think you could survive out of the water for long.
So yeah, those
Actually,
those
those are-
three are gone. These three are heading with you guys. One is a mixism, one is a human, and one is a thrall.
Okay, so we clearly do damage control there. We kneecap the human and put them in the brig.
For
Because
butt purpose,
they are 100% going to be dangerous.
Shiv
you get the fry squid from Cormac when you pull out a gun.
Shiv will
No.
just straight up activate his artifact since we're now on narrative time. And I only had one effort left that wasn't dedicated to Withering Hour.
If you ask if this human is dangerous, I am going on initiative.
Same with Raiden. I will make you go boom.
Well, Shiv doesn't have the patience if they're going to be kneecapping humans to just go through
Dude,
all the files
dude.
for the guy.
dude, I'm going to let you in on a secret here. It's this thing called a joke. You know, because they have the genetically modified mixism, they have the throng, they have the thong. they have, Big Dave, and then they have one random human dude. Clearly, he is the one that's super dangerous. This is Will Smith shooting the girl.
I would say, would this human happen to be a 12-year-old girl who has advanced physics books or quantum physics books with her?
Yeah, because she is clearly the dangerous one. Like, this guy over here, he's just doing some pull-ups.
Or is this the girl with the troll for
When you go to look up his information, the human's information, you would know that this is how they executed him. Yeah, this was
so he's a zombie.
So no, this is basically, this was his punishment.
Oh, so he was one of Blenjeel's guys?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me, he's actually Mick's brother and even more incompetent.
Mixed brother Jacker?
No, he actually, you would know that he was to be kept for interrogation in the future.
Oh, good news. He's gonna get interrogated by us for all the things he was supposed to get interrogated for.
Yeah.
Question 1. Why were you being executed?
Why was I being weighed for my execution? Well, because I tried to create a mutiny.
Okay. Good news, buddy. You can turn on Blenjeel all you want with us.
Yeah, this is 100%.
Yeah, congratulations! Welcome to the party. You get free health, dental, and access to hookers.
No, actually, he was like, yeah, I tried to fuck the system.
Here you go. Here's the beer.
He'll take the beer.
Wait, what?
Dude, have you not figured out that that's one of Cormac's mystical abilities, is he can just osmotize beer?
It's like Ryan just spawning shit out of nowhere. It's just Cormac spawns beer.
All right.
Now, of course, the real question is, where did I get the cup of tea? Answer.
Common room.
My name's Shiv. I just deal with
common
it.
room.
He
You
probably
know where you got it.
And he probably also got the beer from the common room as well.
Sure.
Nah,
Yep,
Cormac-
keep believing that.
Nah, Cormac has literally just pulled out beer from, nowhere, like a full six-pack while we've been, underground
Cormac's
by a
actually
fucking
done
lava
that.
flow.
Yeah.
Cormac's straight up done that. It's like Ryan's ability just to spawn any mundane item, but it's Cormac with beer.
Consider that just a minor miracle that you could just straight up do.
Dude, he's the Godbound of board charts. Like, clearly he has access to the beer dimension.
Yeah. We send we get all these people back up to the hammer. And then, I suppose wait, Corey be like, so I had a thought. I had a thought there, boys. And Riley. We know the bear's coming, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, fighting him here on Beppo is probably, or dealing with him here on Beppo is probably a bad idea. Dealing with him out the back of his face is probably a bad idea.
Dealing with him in the hammer is probably a bad idea.
Well, of the three, that's probably the least worst.
What about a moon?
Yeah, that was my thought. Because isn't there one that's just a rock around Beppo?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been shooting pot rocks at it, so
Yeah, so why don't we just camp out there, wait for it to show up, and deal with it there?
I'm down.
No arguments.
That's just hot rock.
I mean,
hot shots.
it does mean you're gonna have to hang out in one of those environmental suits for a little bit.
I suppose.
I mean, I'm not happy about it, but it's that, or we leave Beppo to find a place that has atmosphere. I'm not really about that.
I mean, couldn't we just wait on the surface of Beppo?
There is no surface. I mean, yeah, if you want to fight him on ice.
It's fine by me.
I mean, I can make the ice if that helps.
No, I mean, it's already there.
There's already ice caps on the planet.
Fair. I mean, yeah, we could. That's a viable option.
Alright, well, either way. Just figure not on the ship or in the vacuum of space is just going to be better either way.
If it's going to result in a fight, I want to be on familiar terrain with ground under my feet,
That's fair.
or rather, wind under my wings, more likely.
Well, there is definitely a moon that is has no real true Well, it has an atmosphere, but it doesn't have an atmosphere. Let's put it that way.
Hence why we're just gonna fight on the ice caps, apparently,
Yeah.
of Vepo.
I mean, it's technically more of a viable option considering no one is required to have external means of life support during it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Shiv will. I don't think he can survive that cold.
No.
For a short time.
I don't know how long the bear is gonna be, and I don't feel like sitting in a shuttle with you guys for like 2 days if we have to. I'd rather be able to get out and walk around.
Yeah, I feel that. But then again, I can just survive in space, so it doesn't bother me.
That... All right, so ice caps it is. North or south?
You know what?
Sunday?
Ryan picks up a coin. Ryan picks, like pulls out a random coin, just flips it.
Out of interest,
I guess north. Fuck it.
before we get into all of that, are there any like half decent sized islands at all?
Not that we found. I mean, I suppose you could scan their database. They've apparently been scanning the planet.
Most of the land, most, not all, but most of the land that is land on here is on the caps.
Right. So, are there any parts of that which would qualify as temperate?
Not of that, no. Not temperate.
Right. Well, we pick a spot that's like effectively as far south as possible to basically, or as far north, whichever pole. Like the
North would be your
the
most
best
like.
one for the least extreme conditions.
That would be north. That would be north. North would be your most habitable.
Yeah.
Area.
Effectively, we plan out something for. Like I don't think English would have problems in cold temperatures. As far as I'm
Fine.
aware. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Shiv is the only one that has problems with the cold.
Yeah. All right, then. Yeah, I mean, we set you up with, the extreme environment stuff.
He's
So
already wearing one.
Yeah, but effectively, you will get a combat suit that you can wear as effectively clothing. It won't give you any mechanical benefit, but it does mean you don't freeze to death.
Yeah.
That's the mechanical benefit.
What, yeah, but I mean, in terms of dice rolls and shit. Yeah,
I know.
We'll give it.
This is my ability as the head of a PMC that has an extreme environment training.
You basically get an environmental suit. You're fine. You will not be.
Rolling a hardiness
Freezing
saves against
to
the cold.
death. Yes.
Effectively, you get a Dead Space 3 suit, like what that Flat has, that no one likes.
Isaac?
Bad guy.
Oh,
No,
no?
everyone
Okay.
likes Isaac. Isaac's cool. No,
I don't remember the name.
I hate the fact is that my brain is telling me the guy's name is Davros, and I know it's not. It's like
No,
Davros,
because that's the guy who created the Daleks in Doctor Who.
Yeah, it's the twat from Doctor Who.
Anyway. Yes, you will have an environmental suit. The environmental suit will allow for you to even take off the headpiece.
Chickadenic.
But if you do, you could have a little bit of frostbitten after so many minutes. So you'll want to keep most of it on.
No, fair enough.
Okay.
Pretty much is like as soon as we leave. Also, as soon as we leave the facility, it's gonna go boom, because all the C4 I implanted.
Yeah, you've been saying you were gonna plant it, so.
Right? Like the entire time they were talking. Like after we got
you're
done
running
discussing with
around
the thing.
1 C4, 2 C4, 3 C4,
Exactly.
4 C4. Oh, I forgot I packed this RDX.
Wait, PE3. Hell, this come from?
Yeah.
It's like
Running
It's
up there
like
for
Ryan
some reason,
running around
you've
with
got a bunch of, composition B stuffed in a sock covered in oil. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh! Then you slap on the door and run away.
Oh, I remember now.
So let's go ahead and do a summary of what is happening, and then call it for the day, because
I think the
next
summary
week
is we stole everyone and then boom.
you
Pretty
stole
much.
everyone and boom. Okay.
Well, everyone minus one.
So
Yeah.
next week we will have all the interrogations. They'll be short. They'll be shorter than
I'll see next week.
than waste.
If they passes, it's the bear.
That's true. Well, it would have to be during today or the day of that you would be able to do the interrogations without the bear. And then Thurgan will be there as well. Now,
Yeah, well, Thurgan's more of a good faith thing. We don't need to interrogate him.
Yeah, Corvax off in a corner having a conversation with him while we're waiting on the shuttles to pick up everybody.
See, that's what Raiden's doing, just running around the facility. 1 C4, 3 4 C4. Oh wait, what the hell is this thing? Oh yeah, I remember this now.
One potato, two potato.
Big potato bowl.
Just,
What?
Raiden just pulling out one more, like, when did I make this? Oh, now I remember when I made it. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, this little, it's got the special mix. Fuck yeah. It's got oregano in it.
Shiv just hears it and she's like, "What are you putting electronics,
why do you have
explosives?"
herbs in with your explosives?
That makes a bigger boom.
Are you eating your explosives?
No, it just makes a bigger boom.
I fail to see how some herbs added to
Shit.
high explosives for
Shiv,
military use make it go bigger.
Shiv does the putting up one finger to object for a moment, and then it's like, stop
Yeah,
with
and
it.
then the
Stop.
finger goes down. You're like, actually no.
Well, I mean, why do you think they put pepper and chili pepper in Damascus? When you're making Damascus steel.
That's making steel though. That's not making shit that go boom.
So, doesn't mean I can't put oregano in my explosives.
I mean,
I
yeah.
fail to see the purpose.
The purpose is to make you waste 10 minutes asking him questions. Just let him do the damn thing.
Shiv will
Hey,
look at him
if
and be
you're
like,
allowed to have your conversation up with the Thane in the corner, you go do that. I'm having a conversation with him over the merits of oregano and C4. Or the lack thereof.
or what should be the general lack thereof.
Because he wants to make it chili for.
You.
That Chinese 5 spice, make it C5.
I'm now
Exactly.
picturing that one joke in the Secret Theater from Metal Gear Solid 3, where you've got Snake messing around, where he's made a little butterfly out of some C3.
Bear in mind, the
Flipping it up and
oregano
down.
was actually a slight reference to another movie.
Okay, fair enough.
Obviously not a movie I've seen.
He catches it, squishing it, and then slaps it onto a bomb, and the timer moves, and you get this close-up of him gasping, followed by a nuclear detonation.
That is a reference because I'm not saying it on stream because while we're being recorded. So yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean,
Should-
Cars could also just cut it out, so it didn't really matter.
I mean, it's a Disney movie that I haven't
Yeah.
seen.
You do realize, right? You do actually know you can make references to things. It's you can't.
I know, it's just, I
Like
also just
wholesale
remember
rip
Cars-
off the plot and the characters and the designs.
Yeah. It's just, we finally
That's what
Atlantis
it
lost Lost Empire reference because
Okay.
he makes the reference of using cilantro in an explosive.
Okay.
So at
So oregano.
some point you have to get 20 people on there plus the victims. 20 people that would have to be put into interrogation plus
Okay,
the
I will listen to all your numbers and then I will raise you with a ship
It-
capable of rapid deployment of large squads to the ground.
It
We
just
have
takes
the
a couple of
logistics.
trips. The logistics don't matter. We can do it.
yeah. But I'm just saying there are a total of 24 people actually that you will be involving yourself with. Yeah. So you got rapid employment and then you will send them on their way up to the ship. Does Cormac, before we end this, you want to have a conversation with Thurgan?
I mean, it's not a conversation. That could wait till we're with Jurgen, because it basically saying the same shit twice.
Yeah, alright. That is pretty much what happened for today. I hope you guys had some fun. I know that it was an unusual roleplay this time.
Very unusual combat, but I'm laughing. I was laughing my ass off the entire time, so I don't have any issue.
But it was basically, I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, it was definitely funny.
I wanted to go with something different. Plus, we have been doing fight after fight after fight for the last couple of weeks, and this
Well,
one
given
just-
the option.
And given the option, if you were down there for 3 years, wouldn't you go mad?
Just a little.
Just a little? And feel like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
It depends on the circumstances. I mean, plenty of people in real life sign up for such type of jobs, but if you opt into it, you can't really complain about it.
Yeah, well,
If it's forced upon you, that's another story, though.
I'm not going to say that it was forced upon them, but they definitely didn't know what they signed up for.
Again, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
But I gotta pop off, guys.
All right. Well, thank you again
Yeah.
for being here. And thank you all for you listening as well. Please like and subscribe to us because we like to keep this type of stuff going, continuing. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.